KO the basic. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, yo, yo. What is going down, man? It's your boy KO, and it feels so good to be back. Man, I missed these shows the last 2 days, but don't worry, we are back. We are here, and we will be live today. And we will also be live tomorrow, and we will be live Sunday. I am going to make sure that I make up. For missing those shows yesterday and Wednesday. Please smash the like button. It's your boy KO, Knockout, KO 86, Knockout Boxing, KO Boxing, Knockout 86, KO 86, whatever you want to call me. I'm here. I'm live. We back. Welcome to Friday. And I'm ready. Yeah, man, it's Friday. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. So much on deck today. I ask that you smash that like button. Channel members, I got all of the predictions up, so y'all be sure to check those out. Also, if you could, bro, donate to the channel. Hit that super chat. Hit that cash app. I know y'all got paid today. Share with KO for the hard work, man. Cash app is $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And the super chat button is right there next to where you're leaving the comment. And please drop a comment to let me know that you were in the building. Please and thank you. Shout out to my dog SBG Mello. SBG Mello, becoming a YouTube channel member. Appreciate you, SBG Mello. I don't like this new thing they got where they put your @ on there, bro. I don't like that because I think it's messing up. Because it's giving me your @ it's giving me your handle, but that ain't the name on there unless your handle is the same as your name, bro. Because I believe that's Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey. I believe that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, see, Tim Carey 85, but then this say at Tim Carey. I don't know what we're doing up in here, but shout out to my dog Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey. 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. We got 70 people in the building early. Please smash the like button so we can get to 100 likes so we can get the show started as soon as possible because I have to cook, bro. I have to talk about this stuff, man. We got Kevin House in the building. What up? And the link is pinned to the chat, by the way, for any body feeling froggy. Leap on in here and get cooked. That's all I can tell you. Anybody feeling froggy, leap on in here and get cooked one time. We got Daryl Deloach. We got Mike Watson. We got Brother Huey Q. Tez 305. Lee Jackson. We got Shamar Lavelle. What up? SBG Mello. All things in the building. TY. 007. Javon 856. Savage Bo. Tim Carey. Andre 4994. Mr. Fist. Micah Jackson. Creole the Traveler. Big Braille. Night Rider. What up? J Main. Million Films. V Weezy. What up? Boxing with 2-4. Victor in the building. But it say VWC51. See, I don't like this, bro. Switch it back, YouTube. Switch it back. Switch it back to where it's just their names right there, bro. Fresh 313. What up? See, I know this person, but I don't know who this is, bro. Shout out to Blue 1819 TB, I guess. I don't know. See, this is my brother Paid, I believe. That's Paid right there. This is crazy. Carson, what up? Tim Carey, what up? 600 said, Dominique, what up? Bully Gibson, Big Coop, Tez 305, Atheist Ghostbusters, what up? Dundrick them, what up, bro? Big Lil D, what up? Awesomer, 1447, what up? Jay Howard, what up, bro? Shawnee Boat, Drink More Water, what's happening with you? Dewan James, what up, bro? Marquis in the building, what's happening with you, bro? Yeah, this is weird, bro. What's happening with y'all? All right, we got 90 people in the building. We need y'all to smash the like button. Smash the Lizike button. We got Kendra Scott in the building. We got Ghetto Fab. What up, bro? A lot of y'all I remember, so we should be all right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, Marquis. Marquis say, I'm part of the anger management crew, 5-stick gang. What's going on? Somebody help me. Somebody help me, please. Look, this is not our normal live, so y'all really got to run the likes up, bro. We got to get the likes up. When we get over 100, we ready to get stuff cracking. In the meantime, I got a little time to cook a Devin Haney fan real quick. Go ahead. Porch, bro.
Okay, yo. I mean, don't mind the background noise. I'm in this truck. I'm at work.
Hey, you at work, bro? Is that serious, bro?
I mean, I'm in downtown right now. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got no trailers to move or nothing.
Okay. Well, what's up? What you got, bro?
All right, man. I just want you to explain to me how Devin Haney ducked, and there's no information that he ducked.
Bill Haney called behind the scenes to try to get the fight called off.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
There's plenty of people that was on that call that said otherwise.
Who was on the phone and said otherwise? So y'all saying Tay Jones is lying on Bill Haney?
I mean, I'm not calling him a liar, but if you are,
why didn't Bill deny it when they were right there going back and forth?
He did deny it.
No, he didn't. He started talking about Brian Norman Sr. mama, and he got in his feelings.
Never tried to call off anything. That's exactly what he said. I don't know if you missed that part.
No, he tried to work his way back, but everything Tay Jones said, Bill Haney copped to.
He definitely said that. He definitely said, I did
everything Tay Jones said, Bill Haney copped to, and I'm inclined to believe Tay Jones over Bill Haney because Bill Haney is a known liar. Tay Jones is not.
Believe who you want to believe, but he never tried to pull out any fight. And what Tay
that's
exactly
what he did. So when he said we're not even trying to fight Brian Norman Jr. and y'all messing up our brand, what did he mean by that?
Even what Tay Jones said never indicated that he tried to pull out any fight.
When he said,
because the only hiccup
when Tay Jones said, bro, when he said we not even trying to fight Brian Norman Jr., we was trying to fight Shakur Stevenson, y'all messing up our brand. What did he mean by that?
I don't know. You have to ask Tay Jones, but Bill was emphatically clear.
What does that mean to you?
Clear.
I'm not asking. I'm talking to you. You got up here to talk. So what do you think that means?
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean they tried to pull out of a
fight. No, if I say, man, Jonathan, I wasn't even trying to debate you, bro. If I said Jonathan, I'm not even trying to debate you, bro. I'm trying to debate Boxing Hacker. I'm trying to debate Boxing Hacker, bro. I wasn't even really trying to debate you, bro. I was trying to debate Boxing Hacker. You messing up my brain right now, Jonathan. What you gonna take that as, bro?
Hey, Bill said otherwise, man. He said
No,
that
he
that's
didn't.
not
He didn't deny. He didn't deny what he said. He just said we ain't trying to dead no fight.
Somebody
But
want
he
to watch
never
that.
denied what he said. But don't
Somebody
move the
want.
goalpost, bro, because I haven't even started my show yet. So I'm not finna get in here and play games with you today, bro.
I'm not.
I need straightforwardness, bro. Straightforwardness. So
So,
what I'm because
why is
you're
it?
really
Why?
too young. You're really too young to be debating anyway, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and have fun, and I'll do it. But I need you to be straightforward. So I'm asking you again, bro.
Can I
He
ask you a
didn't
question?
deny. He didn't deny. Hold on, fam. Hold on, fam. He didn't deny. He never denied what Tay Jones said.
Yes, he did. He definitely did.
He never denied it. He said, I wasn't trying to dead no fight. Tell Tay to tell the rest of it too then. He never said that Tay Jones was lying.
He never tried to dead a fight.
He never said he was lying, bro. So what I'm asking you is when you call somebody, and you say, we wasn't even trying to fight Brian Norman for real. We were trying to see what's up with Shakur Stevenson or something. Brian Norman is messing up our brand right now. What does that mean to you? If somebody says that, bro.
You're going off of Tay Jones' word, and Bill clearly said that's not what happened. So you can believe who you want to believe, but can you answer this question?
What does that mean? Not till you answer me, bro. What does that mean?
Answered the question, KO.
What does that mean when you say that?
That Bill said that didn't happen like that. That's what he said.
He literally tried to go back and tell him to start talking about Jerron Boots Ennis. And he tried to cut Tay off and he tried to keep him from talking. Go back and listen to it, bro.
I've already
go back and listen to it.
Times.
He was very emotional. He was very agitated. He started hurling insults because he was getting cooked, bro. He was getting cooked. So like what I'm asking you is, bro, to use some of your own intelligence, bro.
I'm trying to figure
what I'm asking you is to think for yourself, man.
It's no indication that Devin Haney or Bill Haney.
Adrian Clark just said today. So on top of all of that, Adrian Clark just said today that they got a call that the fight ain't happening.
That was actually yesterday. Got your days confused. I don't know if you've been doing too much.
That was less than 24 hours ago, but you understand what I mean. That's what he said.
But Adrian Clark's side said that. What did you hear what Bill Haney said?
To my knowledge, the qualifier, to my knowledge, to my knowledge. What does to my knowledge mean? When people use qualifiers to start their statement, bro, and I know this might be above you, but when they use qualifiers to start their statement, bro, they're trying to give themselves room to wiggle out of it.
Okay, did you hear
so I need to know, are you choosing to believe Bill over Tay Jones? That's what I'm asking.
I'm choosing to believe both dads saying that the fight is clearly still on after the tweet happened. Clearly after the tweet happened.
You're choosing to believe two dads that cap a lot.
I mean, you call it whatever you want, but it's no.
And guess what? Brian Norman Sr. didn't say the fight is still on. He said everything is on us is agreed. I don't believe they want this fight, but they don't talk too much, and they got to take this fight now. And I believe the fight will happen, bro. I don't believe none of that shit. I believe that this fight was fake from the jump, bro. And it's because mainly Devin and them don't want to fight Brian Norman, bro.
That's cap.
You can see it clear as day.
Got no indication.
They weren't even the ones to send the offer, bro. Turkey. That's another thing that came out the other day, bro. Turkey was the one. Turkey. We got to go one at a time, bro. We got to go one at a time. Turkey was the one. Turkey was the one that actually reached out to the Normans first and made sure they was cool, and then reached out to Devin and them. So it was never Devin and Bill looking for Brian Norman in the first place. That's something else. That's something else that Brian Norman said that Bill Haney didn't deny.
Did you hear what Junior said when he said that? Can you please tell me what he said? Because I know exactly what he said. He said they were looking for a fight for Devin Haney. You think Devin Haney doesn't know Turkey Al-Sheikh is looking for a fight for him? Are you serious? The hell?
Why would they make sure Brian Norman was cool, and then why would they make sure Brian Norman was cool, and then reach out to Devin and Bill? Why would that happen? That did not happen. And how many times did Bill sign the contract? How many times did Devin sign the contract? 3 times, right?
All right, so you call Brian Norman a liar. Then you believe in him right now. You can't.
No, too loud. No. I don't believe him.
Can't do that.
I'm looking at no, sir. This is what I'm looking at. What you're doing. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. With Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney, they both are going back and forth. So when you got two liars, two cappers going back and forth, somebody gonna get exposed because the person is gonna win the
Nobody got
argument.
exposed.
The person that's gonna win the argument, hold on. The person that's gonna win the argument is the person that outs the other person, and he outed Bill multiple
Okay,
times.
so didn't they
Multiple
say?
times.
Okay, so wasn't Brian Norman whole team talking about all Boots didn't want the? You
You
can
cut
hear me?
up, bro.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you back. You back.
Okay, so if they was already saying Boots didn't want to fight, he didn't want to negotiate or whatever they were saying right before that, right? Why wouldn't they
They
come out
also
and say
admitted that Boots.
Devin
They
Haney?
also admitted that Boots sent them 3 offers.
Okay, why wouldn't they?
Mhm.
But you know, let me get the point out. They already said all that stuff about Boots. Why wouldn't they come out and say Devin Haney stopping the fight? Because that could be the easiest thing. Nobody said that. The manager didn't even say that. Tay Jones today didn't even say that. He said, from my understanding, what I heard on Champ's side, you can go check that out if you want to. He said
I've already heard it, so be careful what you say. But go ahead.
Okay, he said it has something to do with the Saudis. So it ain't got nothing to do with Devin Haney or Brian Norman. Because both sides saying they good, they ready to fight.
Are you done?
And Bill Haney said he didn't receive the text message that what is his name, Adrian Clark's received.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's because see, I believe Bill is lying. Now it's my turn. I believe the reason that Brian Norman and them got the call that the fight is off because Bill and them made the call to Saudi and said, "No, we don't want that fight." So they had to get a call that the fight was off. Bill can't get a call if he was the one that made the first call. That's number one. Number two, I find it fishy that all the talking that Bill do, how come he never admitted that he talked to Tay Jones until Brian Norman Sr. brought it up first? Because he knew what that conversation was really about. Number three, and most importantly, bro, I read people too well, Jonathan. Bill got in his most. Hold on, bro. I'm not done. When Tay Jones started talking, Bill immediately started trying to interrupt him. Because he was getting in his feelings, and he knew he was exposed out there, and that's why he started hurling all the personal insults. You don't never see Bill hardly ever lose his cool like that. But he was getting cooked, bro. He was getting done dirty because he didn't want what he told Tay Jones to be out there, bro. And Tay Jones ain't never known to be no liar, bro. I don't agree with everything. You know, it is what it is. He got his own channel. He got his own mind and do his thing. But ain't nobody can say that man be out here lying and making stuff up. And Bill didn't even call him a liar, bro. You can't sit up here and say that man is lying on that man. If that man says that he got a call where they were trying to say that they didn't even want to fight Brian Norman, and they were trying to say they were trying to fight Shakur instead, and that Brian Norman was messing up their brand, I'm inclined to believe him because he don't have a reputation of Bill Haney, bro. You can't give me one. I can give you multiple times where Bill Haney lied. You can't name one time that we done seen Tay out here just capping like that, bro. You can't do it, fam. We can't choose to not believe him now, bro. We can't choose not to believe him. This is the same dude that Deontay Wilder trusted to check his gloves, to check Tyson Fury's gloves in that third Tyson Fury fight. This is the same dude that Devin Haney fans all over the goddamn platform here on YouTube. Every time he come in they goddamn chat, my brother Tay, what's up, Tay? My brother Tay, what's going on, Tay? Because of his connections to Deontay Wilder. I got Tay Jones on the line because of his connections to Deontay Wilder. But now all of a sudden, he say something that may not be favorable to one of your other favorites. Now all of a sudden he capping. What reason he got to lie on Bill, bro? What reason he got to lie? That man ain't lying, and Bill knew he wasn't lying. That's why he tried to keep cutting him off, bro. And Devin not gonna fight. Listen, dog, Devin's not fighting Brian Norman Jr., bro. Say it again.
Can I go, or are you just gonna keep giving?
I'm done. I'm done for now, bro. Go ahead.
All right, if you're gonna go off based off Tay Jones' word, you also have to say that he said himself that he has no indication that Devin Haney or Bill Haney wanted to pull out the fight. He said that today. And let's go back to your first point.
Brian Norman Sr. said that they did today, that they don't really want this fight. He was asked straight up, do you think they want this fight? He said no, but I think they might have to take it now because they talk too much. Yeah. So, okay. I mean, I hear what you're saying,
when
bro.
Brian Norman said that, did he say they pulled out the fight or anything like that? Did he say the hiccups? Did he say the hiccups in the fight had to do with Devin Haney? Did they ever mention them words? Nobody has ever mentioned that word. So I
don't need anybody to mention. That's my opinion, bro.
That's
my opinion.
You You're creating a fairy tale land, trying to make Devin Haney look like a duck with no.
He is a duck, bro. He's ducking this fight, fam.
You don't know.
He never wanted this fight. That's why Bill was
right.
behaving the way he was with Brian Norman Sr. yesterday, bro. They don't want this fight. It's clear as day. And why would they?
You got no proof of that. You just go
why
off
would they?
Your opinions. Please come with factual evidence. Mr. Factual.
The fact that he called Tay Jones behind the scenes, trying to get Tay Jones to get Brian Norman Sr. to talk to him behind the scenes to get the fight, bro. That's a fact.
Enough evidence, because that's
another fact is his behavior. Another fact is his behavior when going back and forth with Brian Norman Sr. Those are two things that are undeniable, bro.
What they got?
Those two things that are undeniable. What he in his body for? What he in his feelings for? What he emotional for? Another fact. He signed a contract that don't even exist. We signed the contract 3 times. What contract? What contract, bro? Another fact. This is not the first time. This is not the first time they've done YouTube negotiations, and the YouTube negotiations never be real. What fight they negotiated on YouTube that made it to the finish line, Jonathan?
This wasn't even negotiated on YouTube. You don't know a number.
What fight? What fight?
You don't know nothing.
What fight do you know? What fight do you know where they go back and forth on YouTube like this and the fight happened? Remember he was going back and forth on YouTube with Shakur Stevenson?
Why did Senior confirm it? And why did Tay Jones say he confirmed it?
I got you. That ain't what I asked you. What I asked you was,
I'm just saying,
out of all the fights,
and that goes
you asked me for some factual evidence, KO. Why you think it's ducking? Why you think it's not real, KO? I'm telling you, but you ain't answering my question, bro. You won't answer my question, fam. What I'm asking you is simple, dog. How many times did Bill Haney went back and forth with Shakur Stevenson, correct?
Well, Brian Norman Sr. said he signed
Did Bill Haney go back and forth with Shakur Stevenson on YouTube, bro? That's a yes or no question.
Shakur ain't got nothing to do with this.
Did he go back and forth with Shakur Stevenson on YouTube, bro?
This is Brian Norman and Devin Haney.
I understand that. I'm using this to build. I'm using other examples. Listen, I know you don't understand what I'm doing, so I'll explain it to you. I'm using other examples to build the case that this YouTube negotiation shit that Bill Haney does is always fake. Him and Brian Norman Sr. broke everything off starting on YouTube on the Boxing Voice. That's how everything broke off, is on social media. The social media antics never turn out to be real. That's the point that I'm proving by bringing up other scenarios. Since you're pretending, hold on, I'm not done, bro. Since you're pretending to not understand that I'm giving you different examples of a similar situation where it turned out to be bullshit. So Bill Haney went back and forth with Shakur Stevenson on YouTube. Fight never came to fruition. Bill Haney went back and forth with with Subriel Matias' coach on YouTube. The fight never came to fruition. Bill Haney went back and forth with Gary Russell Jr. on YouTube. Fight never came to fruition. And now he's going back and forth with Brian Norman Sr. on YouTube. The fight's not going to come to fruition. We've seen this before, bro. The fights that he really working on, he didn't negotiate with Jorge Linares on YouTube. The Regis Prograis negotiations didn't go back and forth and happen on YouTube. The Jose Ramirez negotiations didn't happen on YouTube. The shit that they do the most publicly is the shit that never happens, bro. That's the point I'm making. Do you understand it now?
No, I do not understand it. And I think you're completely wrong with all those situations. And
I'm completely wrong, which one of those fights happened? If I'm completely wrong, name me one fight where they negotiated that heavily on YouTube and it happened. Name me one. You know you done fucked up. Yeah, we're going to stick right there. You said I'm completely wrong. Cool,
you are completely wrong.
Cool, no problem. Which one of those fights happened?
The Brian Norman and Devin Haney situation. I'm not finna move off the topic to help.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Which one?
Let me finish my statement.
Have a good day. Which one happened? I'll let you finish when you admit defeat on this, because you fucked up, sir. You fucked up.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
If I'm dead wrong, which of those fights happened?
I think. Okay, let me tell you why I think you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong because you didn't really get into every situation and how it happened. The Shakur Stevenson, how it happened. He definitely got a contract and didn't accept it. Subriel Matias, y'all said he hit up the wrong man or he hit up the right dude. The dude said, "Oh, after I come back from vacation, I'm gonna call you." Bill never received a call.
Do you remember
That's
when
not
Bob
that's
Abrams said?
exactly
Do you
Brian
remember when
Norman.
Bob Abrams said the Shakur stuff was never real? Do you remember when Devin Haney said that the money that they offered Shakur Stevenson was more than everything he made
So
in his entire career combined?
it's
Do
not
you
real.
remember? Do you remember when Bill Haney said that he reached out to Peter Kahn
See,
to
now we on
negotiate
a
a fight for
different topic.
Subriel Matias, but he priced himself out? But Peter
Now we
Kahn
on-
don't even represent Subriel Matias. Do you remember when Bill Haney accidentally on purpose misspelled his name on the Gary Russell contract, William Haney, instead of spelling his name right? Do you not see all the bullshit that they do? And why do you keep
Bro,
falling
that's
for
a
it if you
term
do
sheet.
see it?
You can fix term sheets. You can fix it on the final copy. What are you
You
talking
can
about?
fix term sheets, and the
Yes,
thing
you
that you
can.
fuck up on the
What the
term sheet
final
is
copy
your
was.
name. So we agree to all the terms, and the one thing you fuck up is your name, bro.
You can fix that on the final copy. It's a
Why
term
would
sheet of
you
final
fuck up
copy.
your name if you serious? Do you
It's a
think he
term
fucked
sheet
up
of
his
final
name on
copy,
any other
KO.
contract?
It's a term sheet of final copy.
No, the term sheet is not a
All
final
right, so
copy.
you can
Do
fix
you
that.
think
You can
Bill
fix
Haney?
that.
Do you
Please,
think Bill
that
Haney
don't
misspelled
make
his
sense.
name by accident? Now I'm
That
curious.
doesn't make sense. You can fix
Now
something. You
I'm
can
curious.
fix
Yes, you
in
can
a
fix it, but I'm
term
asking
sheet.
a question,
You
sir.
can fix
Do
that.
you think
That's a
that Bill?
final
Do you
copy.
think
It
that Bill
doesn't
Haney
matter.
misspelled his name on accident, bro?
I don't know what he did. I'm not in his brain. But you
So
can fix stuff.
you
That's not
take
a final
somebody
copy.
serious. You take somebody serious that misspells their name and says, "I do that on purpose sometimes."
Was it a final copy, KO?
No, do you take that
All right.
serious?
So why does
If
that
me and
matter?
you go into
That point is
if
mute.
me and you are going into business and you and I are trying to do a multi-million-dollar deal and I misspell my name and you send it back to me, you say, "KO, you misspelled your name right here," and I say, "Well, I do that on purpose sometimes." What you gonna think I'm serious, bro?
But if it can it be fixed? Can it be
I didn't ask.
fixed?
I
Can
didn't
it be
ask you that.
fixed? If it's not the
I
final
didn't
copy,
ask you
it
that,
does
bro.
not matter.
That
That's
deflection
all
doesn't
it
work
is,
with me, bro.
editing and proofreading your stuff.
I understand what you're trying to do. That might work with somebody else, but it doesn't work over here. We're not
It's
deflecting.
working right now because it's not
We're
the
not
final.
deflecting, bro. We're not deflecting. What I
I'm
asked you
not
was,
deflecting.
if I tell you I misspelled my name on purpose on a contract that you and I are going or negotiating with, or a term sheet you and I are negotiating with, and I tell you I did it on purpose, are you taking me serious, bro?
Term sheets are not the final copy. So
That's
any
not what I
mistake
asked
on
you.
a term
You're not
sheet
answering my
does
question.
not matter. I just answered
You're
the
not
question.
you're not answering my question, bro. That doesn't work over here, dog. I don't even know why you hit the link. That doesn't work over here.
It does work because
No,
when
it
I say
doesn't.
something,
Because if
it's
you deflect
when
one more
when I
time and
ask
you
you
refuse to
what
answer the question, I'm just gonna move on to the show.
when I
I
ask
hope
you,
I hope you heard what I said, bro. I'm gonna ask you again, and you can either answer the question or you cannot answer the question, and I'll just move on with the show, bro. I'm not finna play the deflection game because I haven't deflected on you not one time, bro.
I didn't
So
deflect at all.
what I'm asking you is,
I gave you a real answer.
if you and I go back and forth with a term sheet and we're negotiating the fight, and I misspell my name, and you say, "Hey, KO, you misspelled your name," and I say, "Bro, I do that on purpose sometimes, just to do something. I do it on purpose sometimes. I misspell my name on purpose. Let me send you the right one." Are you taking me serious, bro?
Yes, because it's a mistake. Why would I not take you serious if it's something that can be corrected?
How is it a mistake when you said you did it on purpose?
Like what? If I misspell,
how is it a mistake when you said you did it on purpose, bro?
If I put John instead of Jonathan on something and I send it to you and you be like, "Hey, bro, you didn't put your full name on there," that can be fixed. KO, can it not?
It 100% can be fixed. But I'm going back to what I asked you. If I say I did it on purpose, how is it a mistake?
KO, you literally take Bill out of context. You take Bill out of context so much, and it's not even funny no more, bro.
That's not what I asked you, bro. I didn't ask you what your thoughts was on how I interpret Bill Haney. I asked you how can I do something on purpose and it be a mistake? That's what I asked you, bro.
Can we get back to the main topic, KO? Because
we can once you stop putting your foot in your mouth. But I need you to answer it because I'm curious now, bro. I'm curious now. If I say I did something on purpose, how did I make a mistake, bro?
Even if he did something on purpose, even if he did something, let's say he did it on purpose, it can be fixed, can it?
I've already answered that. I told you yes, and you can fix things. But can you answer my question now?
I did. I just answered
it. If I do something on purpose, how is it a mistake, bro? That's all I'm asking you, fam.
It don't.
You can simply just say, "KO, it wasn't a mistake. He did it on purpose."
He put Bill instead of William. Okay, that can be fixed though. Even if he did it on purpose, it can be fixed. It's all it is a proofreading. Send it to
I
the lawyer.
understand that. I understand that. You've made that point, and I agree, Jonathan. It can be fixed. But again, if I did it on purpose, how was it a mistake?
All right, it's not a mistake. Can we get back to
All right, cool. Now you can move on. Thank you, bro. It's not that hard, fam.
Back to your first point. Let's get back to your first point where you were saying, "Oh, it's my opinion that he ducked with no information." Now, if Brian Norman just agreed live on air when Bill was like, "Yeah, we signed it," and then Brian Norman he looked at his phone and was like he got confirmation, and he was like, "Yeah, he just did it. He just did it." So if they're saying there's nothing to be signed, but Brian Norman also agreed when he looked at his phone, yeah, Bill Haney and Devin Haney just signed something. What does that mean? So now when Bill get
that don't mean nothing to me because a verbal agreement is what they said they agreed to. That's what the actual report is that they came to a verbal agreement. That means nothing to me because I can verbally agree to anything as long as I ain't signed nothing. Now, what I want to know is how did Bill Haney and Devin Haney sign a non-existent contract? Because they kept saying they signed the contract 3 times. They signed the contract, they signed the contract, they signed the contract. That's what I keep saying. That they signed their part. There is no contract.
You let me
there is no contract. There's no contract to be signed. They're still working out the terms. How they sign the contract when they don't even know the fight date yet? How they sign the contract when they don't even know the venue yet? How they sign the contract when they don't even know where the fight is at yet? Can you help me out?
They know where the fight is at. They know where the fight and the month is supposed to be on. Brian Norman and Bill Haney said it.
So you believe they signed it? You believe that they signed in a contract that don't exist for a venue yet to be named and for a goddamn date that they don't know yet because they got the month in the country, bro? You crazy, dog?
Devin Haney already has 2 more fights with Turkey Al-Sheikh. They literally said whoever we fight, it's already taken care of. They ain't got to talk about money or nothing like that because Devin Haney already knows what he's getting for anybody he fights. It doesn't matter.
This is coming from who?
It's coming from Bill Haney. It's coming from Bill Haney.
Yeah.
BFTB. He's 100%. They already know what they're getting.
Shout out to my brother. He got that from Bill Haney.
And we know how we know this is true. Because Teofimo was arguing before Stevenson. They was mad. Remember how you said they was like, "Oh, Turkey changed the price on them." Remember you made videos about that, talking about Turkey changed the price on them. Yeah. But one person you said he changed the price on was Devin Haney. So he already knows what he's making.
I got you. Hey, can you do me a favor, bro? Can you put the link in the chat where Turkey said anything about this fight?
He hasn't said anything yet.
All right. I want to ask you something else, bro. I want to ask you something else too. While we having this discourse, I want to ask you something else. Do you find it funny that Devin Haney is the only person and Bill Haney the only person that always have offers that Turkey put out for them that Turkey never speaks on? You ever notice that, bro? You don't never think about that? Like I'm just asking, like, as a boxing fan, like Devin Haney is the only person. He's the only person in boxing that Turkey got all these plans for that Turkey never speak on. Turkey just did a whole interview, didn't say Devin Haney's name not one time. He talked about Williams Zepeda. I heard him bring up Andy Cruz. I heard him talk about Hamza Shiraz. I heard him talk about Canelo. I heard him talking about Crawford. I heard him talk about Shakur. I just find it, just for me, bro, it's just an interesting thing to talk about that Devin has all these offers for Turkey. He already know his money. He is signed to Turkey for 2 fights. Turkey talked about what he's trying to plan in November. He talked about what he's trying to plan in December. He talked about February of next year, and he didn't bring up Devin Haney's name not one time. Devin got to be the most secretive nigga that Turkey ever worked with in my life, bro, because he is the only one, fam, the only one that got all these offers on Turkey's behalf that Turkey don't never speak on. Turkey sending out offers for Devin to fight everybody, nigga. Hitchens got an offer. Team Alifu got an offer. Jerron Boutennis got an offer. Brian Norman Jr. got an offer. Everybody get offers for Turkey Al-Sheikh, for Devin Haney, but Turkey don't never talk about that shit, bro. You don't find that funny, bro?
1 second. I'll repeat that. I had to have a conversation real quick. I wasn't really paying attention. I know you.
I got you. Let me catch some super chats, but I'll repeat it for you. But let me catch some super chats first. Shout out to my dog Boxing Hacker with the 5P. Just because you consider a person a liar doesn't mean they're lying. I don't consider Bill Haney a liar. He is a liar. so you can't use it in a debate. I'm using it very well in a debate. Bill, and it's called discrediting somebody's story. But you stuck at debating boxing hacker, so you wouldn't know shit about that. But anyway, he says Bill and Shakur didn't negotiate on YouTube. They most definitely were going back and forth on YouTube a hell of a lot, sir. Most definitely. Point still stands. You can either stop typing. You ain't got to spend no money. You can hit the link and get cooked too, because it is what it is. Planet 619 with the 5-piece in super chat. That term sheet was legally binding, and Fanon and Gary's own attorney told him not to sign it. We got King with the 2-piece, no biscuit in super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He's just showing love to the channel. All right, so what I was saying, Jonathan, was, do you find it funny? And I just wanted to get your thoughts, bro. Like, Devin Haney and Bill Haney, Turkey always got all these offers, bro, for them that Turkey don't never speak on. Why is he the only nigga that Turkey got all these plans for that Turkey don't ever talk about, bro?
Because something around always happens. With the Teofimo stuff, T.O. duck. Now with the Brian Norman situation, I can't really call Devin Haney or Brian Norman a duck when Brian Norman's team saying something totally different. They're not calling Devin Haney a duck, because I'm pretty sure they would, because they call Boots Ennis one. Why wouldn't you call Devin Haney a duck? They'll be the first people in line. Yeah, Devin Haney ducking. It's just easy. It's easy. Then people will make videos about it. Now you coming up with conclusion in your head, I don't know where you getting this from.
Adrian Clark they're trying to probably salvage the fight, I would imagine. I'm sure that once Devin Haney does what we all know he's doing, and they find out that the fight's not happening because Devin and them didn't want it, I'm sure you'll get some interviews of that. But I seen this shit coming from a mile away. But you did a good job of talking about a lot of shit and not answering my question. I just wanted to get your thoughts, bro. Like, why is it that Turkey got all this love for Devin? He doing all these things for Devin. How come he don't never talk about what he's doing for Devin, but like he talk about what he's doing for Devin with everybody else?
For Devin. He talk about his plan for Devin multiple times. I just don't think you catch
Was it multiple times recently, or has he talked about him since the Times Square card? I'm just, he said a lot since the Times Square card.
Times Square card. He talked about the plan. They asked him what direction you think he'll go. He said we're working on the plans right now. And from my understanding, I think Brian Norman was part of those plans.
When was this?
I think it was an interview right after, I think. Something like that. I had to find the video.
Mm-hmm. In his most recent interview, he didn't talk about him at all.
No, he didn't. I'm not talking about that interview.
Brim says the title of this show. Hold on 1 second. Brim says the title of this show is horrible. You, sir, are horrible. You're talking boxing, debating boxing, arguing in good faith. You just suck as a debater, bro. How about that? How about that? You don't like the title of my show, Brim? Take your ass to work. Or if you don't like the title of my show, hit the link and tell me why, and I'll cook you again, bro. Don't throw shots at nothing. Don't throw shots at nothing over here, bro, like they won't get sent back. You trash.
Do you really want this fight, right? Because like I do.
Do I want the fight? Yeah, I want the fight.
Like I do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so if we want this fight, shouldn't we wait before calling people a duck and we have no information on it?
No, sir. No, sir. We apply pressure. We apply pressure to the one that look like no, sir. We apply pressure to the one that look like they don't want smoke. We apply pressure to the one that's looking like they wiggling out the fight. We apply pressure, bro. We don't just sit back and wait.
Yeah, so what indication?
We don't sit back and wait, bro.
What indication do you have besides
the fact that he got busted out by Tay Jones? The fact that he got in his feelings and started talking about that man's mama when she got stage 4 cancer. The fact that he called back and apologized. The fact that Adrian Clark got a call saying that the fight ain't happening unless you're telling me Turkey ain't got money. You can't have it both ways, bro. Either Turkey is out here stepping on shit for Devin. Hold on, bro. Either Turkey is out here stepping on stuff for Devin and making offers and he really want to do business with him, or he not, bro. So if Turkey is calling these people, if the Saudi representatives are calling these people, telling them the fight is off, it's either A, because they ain't interested in no more, which means they ain't interested in the Devin Haney business, or B, they ain't got no money and they broke as shit, which you can't say that because you love talking about how they got that oil money. You love talking about that shit. Or C, Devin and them didn't want the motherfucking fight. Or D, you telling me Adrian Clark is lying. You got to pick one, fam. It's one of those four. And I'll repeat it again, and you tell me which one you want to go with, and I'll tell you whether it makes sense or don't make sense.
Yeah,
if Adrian Clark and Brian Norman got a call saying the fight ain't happening, it's either A, because Saudi and them ain't got no money, or B, they don't want to spend no money on the fight, or C, Bill and Devin called them dead in that fight, or D, them boys didn't want no smoke, bro. You gotta pick one, fam. You can't just waffle around. They got a call for a reason. Which one you want to go with?
First of all, you changed it up. You listed off everything before, and then you changed the answers again.
Which one you want to? Which one you want to go with, bro?
I have
which
ears,
one you
want to
go with?
I can definitely hear you.
Which one you want to go with?
I'm not going with either.
As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even give you no reason. You tell me why.
You basically said Devin Haney a duck twice. Like, what the hell is that?
You tell me why, bro.
Where's the stuff where is Brian Norman's team saying that Devin Haney don't want the fight?
That's cool. You tell me why, bro.
They say Devin Haney
you tell me why. You tell me why they call Brian Norman people and said the fight ain't happening.
That's that. So when he put that out, did he have anything to say about Devin or Bill Haney? Adrian, when Adrian put that out,
he didn't say anything other than he got a phone call.
Okay,
saying the fight
so
not
if he said he got a phone call and the fight's not happening, then Tay Jones comes out today and said they're still trying to salvage the fight, but it doesn't have anything to do with Devin Haney or Brian Norman.
Adrian Clark is trying to salvage. Adrian Clark is the one. Brian Norman Jr. is the one trying to salvage the fight. Adrian Clark said that. Tay Jones said that Adrian Clark and Brian Norman's side is trying to salvage the fight. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said, bro. Stop trying to act like. See, I see what you're trying to do, bro. Hold on, fam. Hold on, fam. No, sir. What you just tried to do, it was halfway slick, but I caught it, bro, because it's me, fam. You tried to act like what Tay Jones said was also. Hold on, bro. You're trying to act like, and you've done this multiple times now, and I'm catching it because you keep trying to do the same shit. Tay Jones, when he called in and he was talking about champ side, he was speaking on Brian Norman's team behalf. He didn't say nothing about what Bill trying to do. He didn't say nothing about what Devin trying to do. He was saying that Adrian Clark and them got that call and they're reaching out to the Saudis because it's a lot of money on the line, and they reaching out to the Saudis to try to see if they can salvage it.
Okay,
that's
so
what they said, bro. Hold on, fam. Hold on, bro. That's what they said. So let's get that correct. He didn't say nothing about Bill and them trying to salvage it too, or Bill and them did everything that they need to do. This is the same person. So you're using him, but you tried to lie on the man's name.
I never tried to lie on him.
You tried to lie on the man's name. He didn't say that, bro.
That's exactly what I said.
He didn't say that, fam.
You can run it back.
So
I never tried to lie on him.
They got the call, and they're trying to salvage the fight. Now, when they find out why the fight got called off, and they do these interviews like tomorrow or Sunday, then you'll see what I'm talking about, bro. Your boys don't want that fight. Can I finish
my statement before you go?
They don't want that fight, fam.
I mean, you can believe that, but before when he was talking about that in that interview, did he have anything to say about Devin Haney not wanting to fight? No.
Bill, I'm sure after no, he didn't say nothing about Devin. And you know why? What I believe, what makes sense to me, I'm sure he don't have nothing to say about Devin and Bill, because I'm sure Bill learned his lesson and probably won't be calling Tay ass no more.
What does that have to do with him calling him a duck?
I'm sure he can't speak on Bill and Devin, because after he cooked their ass and after he got him looking stupid the day before, I'm sure Bill probably ain't calling him no more to tell him shit. So he can only speak on the Norman's behalf because they probably still talk to him. Adrian still talk to him. I'm sure Bill ain't talked to him since he outed his ass.
Now you giving me the runaround. You're not even answering directly. It was a yes or no question, and you gave me a whole little monologue.
What are you talking about? I told you yes, and then I told you why.
For the fight having a hiccup is because of Devin Haney. Did Brian Norman's manager say the reason for the fight not happening right now?
Norman's manager didn't say. Brian Norman's manager didn't say anything other than what he tweeted, and Tay Jones didn't say anything other than Brian Norman's team is trying to salvage the fight. That's what he said.
All right. So when Bill Haney came on and said,
but he threw Bill Haney under the bus the day before and cooked his ass. Keep that in mind. But go ahead.
He didn't cook him. He did not cook him. If that's your version of cook, whatever. All I seen was an argument. Bill got out his body. Do I agree with what he said? No. I don't agree with nobody talking about nobody.
Why would you get out? Why would you get out your body if you know? Why would you get out your body? Why do you get out your body in that situation?
But he didn't talk about Tay Jones' mother. He was talking about Brian.
If you're not getting cooked in the debate, why are you throwing personal attacks?
Shit, how many times have you got mad at Bill Haney doing personal attacks? That's just his motto, bro. I'm not finna get mad at him for doing it.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. What Bill does is when he's getting cooked, he does the personal shit, or he just let the people on, KO. KO, just let the people on. That's what he do. Now he got so out of his body, but he wasn't cooked though. Explain to me why he got out of his body and why his whole mood changed, bro.
He wasn't cooked.
So why did he get out of his body? You just said he got out of his body. Why?
Before he got out of his body, he said we didn't pull out his shit. That's
why did he get out? Why did he get out of his body, bro?
Because he got mad. He said he said that
why was he mad?
It didn't go like that.
Why was he mad?
And I know you don't like people lying on you, so I wouldn't fault you for saying somebody lied on you and you reacted like that. So I don't really have an issue.
He never once said
I don't have
Tay
an
Jones
issue
was
with it
lying.
because it's not my fight.
He never once said Tay Jones was lying, by the way.
He said, well, technically he did because he said that's not what was said.
Ain't no technically either you said somebody lied on you or you didn't.
Technically, he called him a liar, and then the only person he apologized to was Brian Norman for talking about his mother and stuff like that.
He didn't call Tay Jones a liar. He said let him talk. Tay, tell him everything else. Go back, Tay. No, don't skip ahead, Tay. Go back, Tay.
And
he was begging that nigga. He was begging that nigga not to talk about it, bro.
I don't know if
he was begging that nigga not to talk about it, bro. Y'all cooked out here. Don't make me play the shit. Like
ain't
y'all
nobody
cooked.
You actually out here, dog. Because you gotta make up things that Devin Haney ducked.
What did I make? What did I make up? Now you're lying on my name. What now? See
you got no
information. See how y'all do? What I make up, bro?
You're grabbing at straws.
What I make up?
You're using a straw man argument, but in a different way.
Define straw man argument. I got you so cooked. You saying shit you don't even know the meaning of.
No.
Define straw man argument
in a different way. I'm not talking about that straw man argument. I'm talking about
just define the term straw man argument for me.
Bro, I literally said in a different way before you even said something.
I got you. Just define the word you using straw man argument. You say I'm using straw man argument. How?
Is you're looking in the sky and you're just grabbing shit. That's my version. I know the definition of straw man argument. You're not doing it that way. That's why I said in a different way. Because I wanted to use the verbiage of straw man because you're pulling at straws. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I know the definition. I'm not stupid. I'm pretty sure you know that.
I ain't saying you stupid. I'm just saying
you
up here using shit you don't know.
Before you even, because I know you.
Can you tell me what I made up? I got somebody behind you.
That's why
I got somebody behind you, bro. Can you tell me what I made up? I'm grasping at straws. What I make up, bro?
You're making up that Devin Haney is a duck with no proof.
That's my opinion. That's my opinion based on the information.
That's what I'm saying. You have an opinion, which is a lie.
Based on the information that's all readily available to. Based on the information that's readily available to all of us.
And
that's what I'm basing it off of.
That's readily available is really nothing because you got Brian Norman's side saying Devin Haney ain't got nothing to do with it. They're saying it's something with the Saudis. Even Tay Jones said it might be something with the Saudis. I don't know what's going on. Then you got Net. I don't know if you listen to Net.
So the Saudis don't want to spend no money on a Devin Haney fight?
No, I'm not saying that.
You want to go down that road?
I don't know if you listen to Ness from the Boxing Voice, but he said he's talking to everybody. He said he was talking to both sides, and he said it has nothing to do with Devin Haney. It's something with the Saudis on Brian Norman's
He was talking to both sides. So do you expect, this is my thing with y'all, so you expect he gonna call Bill, and Bill gonna just get on the phone, or call somebody on Devin Haney's side, and they just gonna get on the phone and be like, yeah, bro, look, man, we pulled out this shit, dog. We ducking. Like, you know what I mean? We ducking, we pulled out that shit. They not gonna tell you that, bro. Like, y'all is bugging, bro. Y'all, but like, niggas not gonna just tell you that when you talk to both sides. Of course they're gonna make themselves look good, bro. That's why you have to be able to use your common sense. That's why you have to be able to read between the lines, young man.
Neither side is calling anybody a duck, KO. I don't get what you get out of that. Like, nobody's calling each other ducks.
How many times did Tank Davis call Lomachenko a duck?
No issues.
How many times did Tank Davis call Lomachenko a duck?
Man, how many times did Lomachenko call Tank a duck? What are you talking about? That don't even matter. They ducked each other, both of them.
No, I didn't ask you that. I just said once Lomachenko ducked Tank in 2024, how many times did Tank call him a duck?
He called him a duck a few times. If it wasn't him, it was one of his coaches that said he a duck. Is it my connection or
You
is KO
capping,
messed
bro.
up?
You capping. He never called him a duck. he ain't go duck his ass. The point is, just cause they ain't saying he a duck, don't mean he ain't ducking, bro.
So they call
My
Boots
dog
a
holding
duck.
on. Now who
They
grasping that
call Boots a
straws?
duck, but they're not gonna call.
Now who grasping that straws?
Pillow fisted Devin Haney a duck.
Now who grasping their straws, dog?
So they call.
Now who grasping their straws, making shit up, man?
Boots Ennis a duck, but they're not gonna call pillow fisted Devin Haney a duck. Make that make sense?
Because they trying to save the fight. They still holding out
How
hope.
is he ducking if it's nothing to do with Devin Haney? You don't even know what's
Because
going
there'd
on.
be nothing to save if he wasn't ducking.
It could be something. It could be money
If he
issues
wasn't
on the Brian Norman side. You don't know.
Unless you just happen to believe. Unless you just happen to believe that the Saudis don't want to spend no money on Devin, you gotta pick one, bro. You gotta pick one.
I'm not.
Either Devin ducks or the Saudis don't see no value in the fight.
You don't know the issue. You're trying to pick something that's not there. You don't know the issue.
Nigga, it's clear. We don't want to pay.
No.
Or somebody's falling off the fight.
Tell me what's
and
going on.
The only person trying to save it is Brian Norman Jr. and his team. Nigga, you got to pick one, bro.
Okay, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Because without saying,
I believe based on I'm telling you.
Tell me the facts of the situation.
I'm telling you, fam, but you don't want to. You don't want to listen. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Based on what I've seen, all the information that I've seen, how this has went down, I believe. I'm telling you, but you won't let me tell you, fam. Like I'm trying to give it to you. You asked me a question based on everything that I have in front of me. I believe that Devin and them bit off more than they can chew. They tried to play the social media game. They bluff got called, and now they trying to wiggle their way out the fight while making it look like they ain't ducking, bro. That's my opinion.
I ain't gonna wiggle their way out of the fight without ducking. What the hell? Turkey liable to not give them a fight. Why would they not take a fight? Devin Haney has not even if he wanted to take a fight, he took the fight. Or he made some strides to make the fight. Even in the past, he's made strides to make a fight.
Hey, real quick, I was wondering, we heard Brian Norman Jr., we heard Bill Haney, we heard Brian Norman Sr. What Devin have to say about all this?
Bro, you know Devin don't talk. Like, stop it. You know he don't do interviews and like that. He only do interviews.
But before Brian Norman fought the Japanese dude, he said he was ass.
Yeah, he did.
So where he had all this?
He said he had all this.
Why he so quiet? Why is so quiet? What's going on?
He had
a lot. Remember when he was trying to make the fight? Remember when he was trying to make the fight? Who was that? Oh, Barrios. Remember he was trying to make the fight with Barrios? He said, Turkey Island Sheik, please, can you make the fight with Barrios? Do you remember when he was trying to make the fight with Ryan Garcia? And he was like, Ryan, can you please tell your promoter to send me a real offer? Hell, Devin Haney just 3 days ago, he got time to tell Terrence Crawford what he should have said when Canelo cooked his ass, man. He had Gamboa on his resume. He had this person on his resume. I don't know why he chose to use those two. He can talk about all that, but he can't speak up on his own behalf. Why he so quiet?
Interview like Junior did. You want him to go on an interview like Junior did and say what I want to fight him? Because he already said that.
No. I want to hear what he got to say about all this.
What? Oh, well, if you want to hear what he got to say, don't Devin Haney say whatever my dad say, I back you? Don't he say that? So his daddy said he wants to fight. His daddy said he wants to fight. So I'm guessing he wants to fight.
His daddy. So if whatever his daddy say he back him, his daddy also called Tay Jones and said they messing up our brand.
His dad said that didn't happen like that. So you can believe who you want to believe on that. I'm not calling nobody a liar. But that's exactly what
you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing.
Like
Tay Jones is neutral. Tay is neutral. He neutral enough that both of them called him. What you mean? He ain't on no side.
But if Bill said that's not how it happened.
All right. This the same Bill that accidentally misspelled his name on purpose on some paperwork. This the same Bill that'll say he tried to talk to somebody manager that ain't really their manager. This that same dude, bro. This the same one, fam. Same one that you going. All right. This the same nigga. This the same nigga that told you your boy. I don't even know how to use AI, nigga. This nigga told you that I be using AI memes and shit. Like this the nigga you wrote. This the hill you want down,
man,
bro.
I'm not getting. I already told you, KO. I'm not getting in between what you and Bill got. I already said that. I don't. That don't mean I
I'm not
agree.
asking you to. I'm just giving you
But
examples of why
I'm
you
not
should maybe
convinced
grow
about
up
that.
and not believe lying ass people, bro. That's all.
Well,
But
I
anyway,
don't
bro,
know. I don't. If I really,
let me get to the next, fam.
no,
Let
I
me get
don't
to the
know
next, bro.
what was applied to you or nothing like that. I don't know.
Now let me get to the next, dog. Shout out to my dog Jonathan, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day, fam. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me hold on. Shout out to my dog, big dog Willie, bro. With the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He says Bill Haney is hands down the funniest dude YouTube. His capping is legendary, and it's hilarious that the whole group of people believe everything he says. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. KO, stall Jonathan out. You wrong for this. Nah, bro, every now it's Friday. Let's have fun. Let's debate. And y'all smash the like button, donate to the channel, hit the super chat button, hit the cash app, show your support for the show, man. We got Knight Rider with the being a member for 16 straight months. Salute to my dog. He say these same Haney fans didn't even call Bill a liar when he lied on KO. Yeah, that's tough. That's really, really tough. Joseph down there riding for his brother. What's up, Joseph? Salute, bro. Salute, fam. Give me a second. All right, we good.
What's up, KO?
All right, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Thank you for being patient.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Hey, so I want to preface first by saying, just because you consider somebody a liar or you think somebody's lying based on something.
Hey, hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on a second. I would love for you to have the opportunity to come up here and explain to me how I'm a hater. The link is in the chat. Stop typing in my comments. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, just because you consider somebody a liar or you feel like they lied in the past doesn't mean they're lying now. It's actually a fallacy to say it's what you call ad hominem, right? When you're just trying to find a way to attack the person instead of the fact. So it's important. So like when you're debating somebody, it's important that you attack the fact. You're just attacking the person. Oh, we know that Bill Haney lied in the past. I never knew this other person to not be a liar. Guess what? Somebody, just because you know somebody lied in the past, they could have lied 100 times in the past. Doesn't mean
cool. So
yeah.
sound like I'm arguing horribly. Sound like my hold on. Let me finish. Sound like I'm arguing horribly. Sound like I got no facts. Sound like I'm grasping at straws. So surely the great boxing hacker is about to cook me.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, so I didn't make those claims. What I'm saying is that you state a fallacy and you try to pose it as something that's factual.
I'm throwing fallacies out the window, bro. I'm trash.
Yeah, well,
the fallacies going out the window. Go ahead and cook your boy, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Bill Haney. So when it comes to the general interest of Bill Haney, right? First off, we said that if you look at what they did in the past, like they never talked to first off, they only negotiated one fight in the past on social media, and that was like the Gary Russell fight. All the other fights they talked up the fights they wanted to happen, and they went back and forth. People, they never truly negotiated any fight on social media. So we keep that in mind, right? And then you say, oh, well, they were talking on social media. Anytime they talk a lot on social media, fights don't happen. Well, if you look, you only tell part of the story, right? Because they talked up the Lomachenko fight for many of years, and that fight eventually happened. They talked up the Ryan Garcia fight for many years. That fight eventually happened. Jojo Diaz was talked up online from the beginning to end. That fight eventually happened. So there's a number of fights. Regis Progress, from the time Regis fought the guy before Devin to the time the fight actually happened, it still eventually happened as well. So to make the statement that, when they talk a lot on the internet, the fights don't happen, that's also not true. There are times fights fell through, but there are also times fights actually do happen. So it's important that we keep those two things in check when we're talking about this, right? Now you want to know, was the intent for the fight being called off based on them being scared of Brian Norman, which is interesting because this is the same thing y'all said about Regis Prograis when Devin was 135. Oh, he was scared to go to 145 Regis. A lot of people were saying that.
I don't know who y'all is. Stick to this argument. I don't know who y'all is. I don't know what you're talking about right now,
let me take that away. Let me not create a generalization. People were saying the same thing, that Devin Haney would be scared to fight Regis. It's always Devin Haney scared. He doesn't have too much power. It's the same argument over and over again. However, we do not have any proof to show that Bill Haney doesn't want to make the fight. In fact, Bill Haney's talked up the fight. He's one of the original people even talking up this fight. But there's no proof saying that he didn't want to make the fight happen. Besides, of course, these fallacies you're creating, of course.
Tay Jones just said that he tried to get out of the fight on the phone talking to Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney at the same time, and Bill Haney's mood and
And
attitude
Bill Haney
changed
told him to tell the
immediately.
whole story. So that leads me to believe this part of the
So
story.
why didn't Bill tell the whole story?
So, of course, there's another thing you're doing. You're making what's it called a false binary, right? This
If
means they
someone's
talk
lying,
directly
if
to-
someone's lying
No,
on you,
no,
bro,
yeah.
if someone's lying on you, you
Yes.
go right at them immediately. Bill Haney did not do that. Instead, he tried
He
to
said-
get Tay to talk about the Jerome Boots and his stuff. He tried to get him to go back. He tried to get him to go back when Brian Norman Sr. said, "No, tell him what you said about tell him what he said about us, about Devin and Bill." And then
So-
Tay started to talk, and Bill started trying to cut him off. That's what happened.
Yes,
And then
yes.
after that moment, Bill Haney's entire attitude changed. He started behaving like a petulant child. He
Okay.
started hurling insults
Sure.
because he knew he was exposed out there. And
I
you
don't
know
know
how
if
you
that's
know
the
he's
case.
exposed? People that typically speak on his behalf, people that typically have a lot to say when Bill is going at somebody, or if somebody does something to Bill, they have
Sure.
been quiet on this because they know that Tay Jones is not lying, bro.
So
They
he-
know. So
here's the
you
thing.
tell me, we got two conflicting stories. Since you want to be very, very, you want to come up here and be a certain type of way, we can go that way. It's perfectly
Sure.
okay. You have
Okay.
what Tay Jones said, and you have what y'all are telling me about Bill Haney.
Yes.
What has Bill Haney done to make you believe his version of that phone call over what Tay Jones has done? What makes you think Bill is telling the truth and Tay is not?
So here's the thing. It's not about me believe. Well, I'm saying there's a lack of evidence to prove that either one way or the other. So just because there's nothing to say that.
What do you
he
mean
compelled-
the lack of evidence? I
the
gotta
law-
stop you there again.
Yes.
The day
okay.
after, or
Yeah.
matter of fact, was it the day of?
Yes.
It was yesterday. I think so.
Yes.
The day after, less than
Yes.
24 hours after
Okay.
Tay Jones said that Bill Haney called him trying to dead the fight, saying we was trying to fight Shakur and y'all hurt my
Yeah.
son's brand, all that. A day after that, Brian Norman's management team gets contacted saying that the fight is off.
Okay. And what was the
How is
reason?
that not evidence, bro?
So wait. What was the reason why the fight was off? What they say?
They said the fight was off. He didn't give a reason.
Okay. So there was no reason. So you see how?
What do you mean
it's
there was
leading
no
to a
reason?
false
There
binary?
clearly is a
Okay, it's-
reason, but they're not going to tell
Yes,
you. He's not going to
clearly
tell you
there's a reason.
publicly.
But what's not clear what that reason is, and that's what we need to stick towards.
I know, and that's the
Instead of
debate. And
finding out what
I've
happened
told
is-
you that is the debate, and
It's-
that's the problem that you always have, bro. A debate is
problem.
going to be a debate is going to be
You're not- you
opinion,
can't create
and then you
facts
take
when there
different
are no
sides.
facts in a
That's
debate.
the debate.
You can't
Why
create
is the
facts
fight? Why
based
did the
off,
fight
like, a
get
domino
called off?
effect of, like,
What is
your
going
emotional
on based on what we
feelings
know?
or something.
And what we
Huh?
know, and the debate is simple, bro.
Yes.
The debate is why
Yeah.
did the fight get called off? You
Right, and
don't
we don't
know.
know.
You don't know for sure.
Yes.
I don't know for sure.
Sure.
We have to use facts, our ability to communicate, and our logic to see who can come up with the better argument. So I am telling
Yes,
you,
and
based
no,
on
so
no,
let's
that's what it
do
is,
baseline
bro.
real
That's
quick.
what it is, okay?
No, we have to
So-
create a baseline here. We can't just create assumptions and consider them to be truth, right? That's something that we cannot do in a debate.
You can
Okay,
dang
where
sure
is that?
put you can
We
put
can't
an
just create
assumption.
assumptions
You can put an
and
assumption
assume
and
it
an
to be
opinion
true.
in your argument,
Yeah,
box.
it should be based on premises
Box
as
hacker,
well.
bro. Box
Yes.
hacker. A debate is subjective, and you give
It's
your
not
facts
subjective.
as to why your side of the subject is correct. The subject is why in the hell did the fight get called off so quickly? What is going on with the fight? That is the subject. You have some people that believe neither one of them are to blame. Some will believe Saudi is to blame. Some will believe Brian Norman Jr. Some will believe that it is Devin Haney's fault.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am of the mindset that it is Devin Haney's fault, and I have been very clear as to why. I am of the mindset that Devin Haney never wanted to fight, and I have been very clear as to why. Now, can you come up with a better argument than I have?
So
That's
yes,
the
and I'm very clear what I'm stating is that there's a lack of evidence showing why there's a fight.
Then it should be
you
easy
have
to come up
stated
with a
this
better
way.
argument.
You asked me a
Come up with
question.
a better
You have
argument.
stated
As a
yourself
matter of
that-
fact,
that
I'll
the
give you
reason
my
was not
I'll give you
shown.
my argument first because I don't
Okay,
have
go for
time,
it.
bro. I'll
Go for
give
it,
you
bro.
my argument first, and then
Go
you
for
can
it.
give me your argument, and then we can see who got the better argument.
Okay.
I believe that Devin Haney and Bill Haney are ducking, and I believe it because of two things. Number one, MO, and number two, because of the back and forth between the two sides. I'll start with the back and forth between the two sides. I believe that Bill Haney's change in attitude, I believe that Bill Haney's insults towards Brian Norman Sr. were because that he was mad that Tay Jones outed him. When I look at the integrity and the and the honesty of Tay Jones and Bill Haney, I hold Tay Jones in a much higher regard than that of Bill Haney, because Tay Jones has not lied on here. He has not been known for capping on here. There have been numerous occasions where Bill Haney has been a liar. So with that being said, I trust that Tay Jones said what he said. Bill Haney called him trying to dead the fight. Bill Haney called him looking for a way out the fight, saying that they were messing up his brand. He never once said, I never said y'all was messing up our brand. I never said that we never wanted to fight Brian Norman. He never denied it, bro. Not one time. Go back and listen to it. So that's point number one. And then you add to the fact that Brian Norman's team was the team that got contacted saying that the fight was off. Why are they getting contacted saying that the fight was off? Somebody had to call it off. And to my logic, it would either be A, because the Saudis don't want the fight no more. B, because the Saudis didn't want to pay whatever the fighters wanted. Or C, Devin Haney and Bill Haney were looking for a way out that fight.
Okay.
I'm choosing C because it coincides with exactly what Tay Jones said. So that is the evidence that I have surrounding as to why I don't believe that they wanted to fight and why I believe they ducking. The MO of Devin Haney don't fight people like Brian Norman Jr., bro. Devin Haney fighting Brian Norman Jr. would be the exception of Devin Haney's career, not the rule. Devin Haney has built a career on fighting guys smaller than him. He has built a career on fighting guys that aren't as powerful. He has built a career on fighting guys well past their prime. Case in point, Yuriokis Gamboa, mid to late 30s, well past his prime. Case in point, Jorge Linares, mid 30s, well past his prime. Case in point, Vasily Lomachenko, mid 30s, well past his prime. Case in point, Regis Prograis, mid 30s, well past his prime. Case in point, George Kambosos never had a clear victory. Trash, mid 30s, split decision shawty, majority decision shawty, was always trash. Jojo Diaz coming up in weight, only having one fight at 135. Trash, bro. That is his MO. Ryan Garcia was the exception, fam. He was the exception to the rule. Now, when you not only look at the age, let's look at what Devin Haney typically does with people and they're coming off of performances. Jorge Linares knocked out multiple times. Let me get him in the ring. Yuriokis Gamboa stopped by Tank, lost multiple times. Let me get him in the ring. Jojo Diaz coming off of a draw, coming off of a tough fight against motherfucking Javier Fortuna. Let me get him in the ring. Motherfucking Regis Prograis lost it, look trash against Zorilla. Let me get him in the ring. Jose Ramirez, 34 years old, coming off a loss to Arnold Barboza. Let me get him in the ring. So his MO is older fighters. His MO is fighters that look trash, that look garbage in the ring. Now, in the case of Brian Norman Jr., he doesn't fit that criteria. He's 24 years old, not in his mid-30s. He's coming off of a dominant, great performance, not a trash-ass performance. And Devin will be fighting him after he just displayed the same exact punch that Devin had such trouble getting away from, bro. Straight up, like the left hook that he hit Sasaki with, that's the same left hook that Devin couldn't get out of the way of with Ryan Garcia. So because of MO, because of what Devin typically fights, because of the style of fighter and who Devin has typically fought, and because of what's going on between the two camps, I'm putting this shit on Devin Haney. Now, give me a better argument as to why I shouldn't than what I just gave you.
Sure. So I'll start by saying that, you believe in those things, but of course, those are your beliefs. People believe in aliens. You are free to believe what you want.
No, bro.
I'm going to say to you,
I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do this. I'm putting you on mute because we're gonna get to the bottom of this, bro. And I'm gonna let you cook. And I don't want to interrupt you, bro. But what we're not gonna do is say those are my opinions. You can believe in alien. We're not gonna do that, bro. Because nothing I said was an opinion, bro.
You said
nothing I said was an opinion.
When you say I believe,
are you saying if you saying I stated something that's an opinion, don't just generally say it was an opinion.
Yeah, so I want to continue my well, I have to continue.
I need you to refute it.
I will refute what you said right now when you allow me to, but you put me on mute.
Go
And
ahead.
and that was your opinion, yes, because when you say I believe, that's an opinion. I believe in God, that's his opinion. I believe in space, that's an opinion. That's your belief. Beliefs are your opinions. So anyway, and you're like I said before, anybody's free to believe what they want and free to have any opinion. However, my stance is we don't have enough evidence to conclude anything. Right now, the problem is that yes, there was somebody who did say, hey, that the fight was canceled, right? But they never gave a reason. We can't just use fallacies to deduce why happened. Oh, this person was lied in the past. This person's a liar. Therefore, I that he's probably lying now. No, a person can lie 100 times. They can lie every day of their life. Doesn't mean they're lying at the particular moment. That's something very important to understand. Also, you can know somebody to tell the truth all the time. You know somebody. You can know somebody has never told you a lie. Doesn't mean they don't have the ability to lie. So that's why those cannot be used as points in a debate or a premise. But what we do know is that hey, there's information out here, and we do know that Bill Haney is one of the people that actually was talking up the fight, but something happened for the fight to fall through. And now when we look at your other argument about, oh, but Devin, it's not Devin's MO. He only fights old people or young or people past their prime. But you forgot another MO that Devin does have. He fights champions. He fights people that have some kind of record, right? So for instance, he fought Kambosos twice. Kambosos was unified champion. He fought Lomachenko. Lomachenko was somebody he always wanted to fight. He fought Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis was a champion. So if we want to say it's all about MOs, we can also look at it in that perspective and say maybe he wants to fight Brian Norman because he's currently the champion. But that's not even in the spectrum of importance, because at the end of the day, the information that we have is very limited. And the only way you can even come to a baseline of what happened is based on a bunch of fallacies. Nothing you said was really past the realm of fallacy of like ad hominem, oh, they didn't do it in the past, therefore they are not doing it now, or generalization. Those are the two fallacies you're using to create a point, and none of them lead you to that conclusion. It's just bad logic. There's no evidence that supports or shows that it was Devin Haney and Bill Haney's fault that the fight got canceled or any of that. And when it comes to the whole part of Tate Jones, believing Tate Jones over Bill Haney, guess what? At the end of the day, Bill Haney, I'm not saying Bill Haney's telling the truth. I'm not saying Tate Jones is telling the truth. However, Bill Haney did state there was another part of the story. Is there? Nobody refuted to that part either. You never said that. Why didn't Tate Jones refute there was no other part to the story? So there may be another part to the story that we're not hearing. So it's very important that we keep all these facts in order. I understand that people don't like Devin and Bill, but to just say and just claim something happened based on like things that have based on like fallacies it's just bad. It's just a bad argument practice, to be honest with you. And I understand with that, there's just no proof of it. I don't think you led with anything that showed there was proof and past the fallacy. So I'll stop there.
That's your argument that's better than mine? That was the one?
It's not about being better, but you had no so your premises were all fallacies. What wasn't a fallacy? Tell me a fallacy you didn't commit. Like, think about it.
That was the one, bro.
Like you said, wait, Kale. Let's logically look at it.
So talking about my argument was your argument.
His MO was that he fights older people. That's generalization fallacy. It doesn't mean that's what he's doing right now. We're trying to figure out what happened, why the fight got dismissed. Nothing you stated shows why the fight got dismissed. Do you realize that? I hate to be logical, but that's just what it is. Like nothing shows that. There was nothing stated there for it.
Bro, are you done, bro?
Like, I mean, you can look at it, a lot of things you say. You can look at it different ways.
I mean, you had an opportunity, and you said what you said, and I said what I said, bro. Like, you had the opportunity to. You said what you said. I said what I said. Are you? You got anything? You got anything else?
Like. What else is there to say? Like, my stance is clear.
We don't have evidence.
We don't have evidence to show that it was Bill Haney and Devin Haney's fault that the fight got retracted. We don't have evidence for that. We also don't have evidence to show that Bill Haney and Devin Haney wanted to fight. In fact, we have more evidence in the opposite direction, where Bill Haney was asking for a fight, and Devin Haney is the one that even posted on his wish list that he wanted to fight Brian Norman. We at least see intent on their side. We never saw intent that they didn't want that fight. What you guys are claiming are just like a bunch of fallacies and trying to make it truth. There's not much of a debate there unless you come up with something factual.
Okay. Yeah. All right, you done, bro?
I'm good, brother.
All right, shout out to Boxing Hacker, man. Shout out to my dog, Writer's Block with the 5 piece of the super chat. He say, KO, what up, homeboy? Cook Hacker ass, salute to 86. What up, bro? We got Big Dog Willie, man, with the 2 piece in the super chat. Push the like button for my ninja KO. Good content. Yeah, hit the like button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. Shout out to Intellect with the 5 piece in the super chat. Done served up all this dry ass chicken, all that overcooking you doing. Damn. Shout out to my dog Night Rider dropping 10 of them things. Bow. Boop, boop. No biscuit in the super chat. He says they keep saying Norman Sr. himself didn't even call Devin a duck. So if Sr. in the next few days calls Haney a duck, does that validate the allegations? Or will the goalpost move again? Nah, bro, they gonna move the goalpost. Then he gonna become a liar. They always get mad at me because I see the shit coming from a mile away. I was saying this shit was fake and this shit didn't make no sense from the jump. And y'all seeing it fall apart. I seen 2 Cents Boxing in the building. Salute. Y'all go subscribe to her channel. But she said it best. She said it best. She was like, she said this stuff is fake and she don't believe it. And I'm of the same mindset, bro. I've been telling y'all, man, like, ain't no way in hell Bill and Devin too smart to get in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. right now. The same person that's running away from Jose Ramirez about to get in the ring with Brian Norman after that left hook got niggas losing their memory out here. Fuck out my face. I don't believe y'all, bro. We got my dog Solomon the Israel, man. 20 of them things, 20 piece. Appreciate you. No biscuit in the super chat. Bow. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. We got Desmond Johnson being a member for 7 straight months. I will come in on Hacker, not on a Friday, KO. Damn. LMAO. Nah, bro. We kind of open for the smoke today with whoever. We got GXTV 2 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Says Haney fans know Dev will never take that fight. It just don't make no sense, bro. Unless you're just trying to get your ass whooped. What up with it, Big Dog Willie?
What's up, KO? I just want to say something. I think that Boxing Hacker had a point, but the fact is, it's Bill Haney, and you can't believe what Bill Haney says. So that whole fallacy and stuff like that, it doesn't go far because Bill Haney been lying since he was 3. So I don't know. It's just hard. Like yesterday, I said take 2 to tango. I kind of take that back and like, well, me knowing Bill, I can see that there's some shit going on. So that's all I wanted to say. It's just really hard to believe that Bill, it just doesn't make sense. And I can totally see Bill doing what he did because he did it with Shakur, he did it with Matias, he did it with this person, did it with that person. And it's Bill. And how can you argue that? But that's all I got to say.
Already, salute, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to my dog. Big Dog Willie coming through. All right, so couple of things, bro. Couple of things real quick. First, that was fun. Little warm-ups, you know what I'm saying? Little easy barbecue chicken. Dave Morrell and Iman Katayev might not happen on that Shakur Stevenson card. I hate to have to tell y'all that Katayev is having visa issues. So they may need to find a replacement opponent for David Morrell Jr. Because Iman Katayev, he's not injured. He's not trying to pull out the fight. He's having trouble getting over here to fight. So he may not make it to the fight, and Morrell may either be pulled from that card or he may end up being having to have a replacement opponent. So for those of you that were looking forward to that light heavyweight fight, I know I was, between David Morrell and Iman Katayev, it might be off. Might be all the way off. We spent the whole first time talking about Bill Haney and Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. and Brian Norman Sr. Does anybody else want smoke on that topic before I move on? Any other Haney fans want some smoke? Yeah, Drink, that shit sucked, man. I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to that. Boxing always find a way to mess something up, bro. Anybody else, bro? Anybody else want to come up here and defend the Haneys, man? Y'all might want to wait to the open panel, but that would probably be your best bet. But if anybody else want it, you know what I mean? If anybody else want it, I'm here. Probably should sit it out though. Probably not a good move. Yeah, me too, Jax. I think that's Juke though. I don't know why they put the damn tags in there now. I think that's Juke. I was looking forward to Morrell. Yeah, me too. I hope he get another opponent. I hope he still have you know, is able to be on the card. How can you argue this dumb ish? They trying. Couple of them trying. Damn. Damn, hacker. Damn, bro. Me neither. It's your tag. They getting your tags. I think I pop up now is like KO86 because that's my tag or whatever. It don't pop up as knockout boxing no more. What happened with Morrell? His opponent is having visa issues, can't get into the country, bro. All right, going once, going twice. I think we good. Let's move on. Let's talk about Tank and Roach. They heating up, man. They heating up. Lamont Roach dropped his surviving Gervonta Tank Davis video. Tank went off, said, "You saying you gonna knock me out? He ain't never hurt me, but I can point out multiple times I hurt him." And then Lamont Roach said, "LOL, I'm glad you're watching, buddy." And then Tank Davis responded to him and said, "I just seen a little clip on Twitter. You ain't that important. You were nobody. You just the cat that went the distance with Gervonta. Fuck out of here." Them boys heating up, man. Them boys in camp. They getting ready. They getting right. I can't wait for the fight because they both of them said a lot of shit they got to stand on. They've said a lot of things they got to stand on, bro. And I can't wait to watch them both try to do it. Now, for me, bro. For me, most importantly, bro. I'm glad to say that the damn takes continue to age like fine wine. Okay, yo, they just promoting. Okay, yo, they really friends behind the scenes. This is all just for promotion, man. I told y'all Tank ain't like that shit, bro. No real one would like the way that Lamont Roach has been behaving. And Lamont Roach doing a lot of trolling. He leaning into the draw tour or whatever. He leaning into this shit, man. He leaning into it. And I just can't respect it, bro. I like some of y'all might respect it. You might like it. You might be cool with it. I can't respect you moving like that. I am glad that he's showing his true colors now. I am glad that now we all know, like, bro, you was never Tank friend. You just wanted his spot. You never really was cool with him like that. You just was always looking at him with a side eye, trying to take what was his, bro. Because the things that he's done since the first fight, my goodness, bro. Get a man a damn get a man a little promotional fee, bro. Give him a little promotional fee, cause boy, you talk about building your name off the back of another man, bro. That's all this shit is. And if you don't understand why I would have a problem with it, let me put it into a YouTube perspective, bro. Let me put it into a YouTube perspective, right? So you can understand what Lamont Roach did, bro. No, it's not, Teach. Not like this, and I'm explaining to you why, bro. I'm explaining to you why. He did not win the fight and he did not get robbed. Link is in the chat. I'm not finna go back and forth with y'all, bro. I'm not finna go back and forth in the comments. If you gonna talk directly at me, talk directly to me, bro. I don't know why y'all like y'all is over here like I'm not me, bro. Y'all over here like I'm not me. Don't type at me. Talk to me directly. Links in the chat, bro. And smash the like button, like the homie Big Braille said. 100% right, bro. But let me get to what I was saying, bro. Because I think this is a very important point to make. This is a very important point to make. I'll use this brother right here. Because he hit the link today. We'll use Jonathan Jackson, bro. We'll use Jonathan Jackson. This draw tour, these interviews, this shitting on Tank, dropping merch all of a sudden, reacting to fights, really trying to grow his social media presence off the back of Tank Davis by shitting on him and denigrating him. Here's why that's a problem. Let me put it let me put it on YouTube, put it in the context of this. It's like if me and Jonathan had a debate and a lot of people felt like he won, which will never happen, but let's go there. A lot of people felt like he won. A lot of people felt like I won. Right? And he goes off, and he just proceeds to shit on me. All across the platform, man, I cook KO ad. KO ain't shit. He really don't believe in himself like that. You know, I got robbed. Everybody know I got robbed. Everybody know I won and shit. I'm finna petition to YouTube to get that goddamn live stream taken down because I don't want people saying I lost. So I'm petitioning to get that shit taken down. Don't call me behind the scenes. Don't email me behind the scenes. Say, KO, let's run it back, bro. I feel like I whooped your ass. I'll do it again. What's up? Just shits on me in public for everybody to see when he's supposed to be my boy, when he's supposed to be cool with me. He's supposed to be my brother. We supposed to be cool. We supposed to say our debate shit, have our, go at each other hard with our talking points or whatever, and then it's supposed to be over with. Lying on niggas, saying that they trying to bite you, all kind of shit, bro, is what Roach did. Lying on me, like Jonathan lying on me and shit, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit, bro. That's what Roach is doing, bro. And a lot of y'all don't understand that for some reason. A lot of you can't grasp that, bro. He literally is using the man's name to build himself all up while shitting on him, knowing he wouldn't be in the position that he's in without that man, bro. That's why that shit got personal. And that's why it is personal. And that's why it's going to be personal. And that's why Tank is behaving the way that he's behaving. Jonathan said something that I agree with earlier. He said, tell Tank to do something about it and F him up then. Facts. Get this goddamn fight announced. Get this goddamn fight going. Get it popping. You got to do something about that shit if you feel a certain type of way about it. I know I would want to. So I get where they coming from. And niggas really gotta like stand on what they've been saying. Lamont Roach said he gotta do more. He know he didn't do enough to win. I'm going to knock him out. I'm gonna do this. All right, bro. Don't get in there and faint to death. Don't get in there and keep your hands in your pocket for the first 5-6 rounds. I want to see what you really on, bro. Shout out to my dog Brashley with the 5-piece and super chat. He said, did you see in the Roach blog where he confirms August 16th KO? He told Iverson when he asked, looks like PBC said it's going to sell itself. Yeah, I don't like that, bro. PBC is double dipping in my opinion. They're trying to wait as long as they can to announce the fight because they don't want the fight to take out the shine of the Barrios and Pacquiao card. They're trying to make both fights as profitable as possible, and they're taking advantage of the fact that Tank Davis is the star that he is, and just gonna sell regardless. So he don't need much promotion. So they're trying to wait to announce the fight as late as they can. In my opinion, I believe this is what's going on. They got a pay-per-view card on July 19th. They got a pay-per-view card on August 16th, and they want both of them to do well. So they're trying to announce the Tank fight as close to the date for Pacquiao and Barrios as they can, so it don't take no shine. Because the moment you announce Tank versus Roach 2, nobody's talking about anything else. Nobody's buying tickets to Pacquiao and Barrios. So you try to get that fight sold first. You try to get the people in the building first, get the tickets sold first. Then you start doing the promotion for Tank and Roach, which I don't like, bro. I feel like that's playing Tank a little bit. I feel like they deserve, like, because if you do it, what up, Cam? If you do it this way, bro, then it's hard for them to have a LA and a New York press conference. It's hard for them to do as many videos as they need to do for casual fans to get into the fight and shit like that. I don't like that you promote Caleb Plant and Jamal Charlo on the same card more than you promote Tank versus Roach 2. I don't know why you promote Barrios and and Pacquiao longer than you promote Tank versus Lamont Roach. I don't like that shit, bro. That shit's trash to me. So that's what I think is going on, Brashley. I think they're double dipping. They're trying to get both fights to do crazy numbers because it's better for the PBC, right? And if what Tank said is true about there being no press conference, I want to know who made that goddamn decision. Cause boy, that would piss me the hell off, bro. That would piss me the hell off. You would think that PBC would want a press conference, and if there's no press conference, that would be Tank Davis saying he don't want a press conference. Y'all need to do a goddamn press conference, bro. I hope he lying, bro. I hope he trolling. I hope he lying. Or hope maybe he was just mad or whatever because the fight didn't get announced when he wanted it announced. I don't know, bro. But no press conference for a fight of this magnitude, bro. Hell no. Do a virtual press conference or some shit. Get on the StreamYard. Do something, bro. Do something. But maybe Tank just trying to get straight to the action. Maybe he done with all the talking and shit, bro. But no press conference would be wild and shit. And they've been doing little weird shit with their promotion, trying to like tap into different shit. Maybe this is like one of them, oh shit, we ain't gonna say nothing. We just gonna drop that shit on you surprise, like the Kendrick Lamar concert and shit. Or maybe PBC just dropping the damn ball, like Dankfather said. I don't know, but the shit, whoever's responsible for this shit, I disagree, bro. I disagree vehemently. There should definitely be a kickoff press conference for this fight, bro. Every contract is different. EJ 20 Star 888. Every contract's different, bro. Everyone's different. It depends on what they agree to. I don't know, cuz they doing people tags now. They doing people tags now, 2 cents. So whatever your handle is, that's what they display now. So it's hard to see who's who. Like, I don't know who this is. Truth, how you doing, bro? You back from the dead, bro? Salute to you, man. Who's your new favorite fighter, bro? I just want to know, man. I want to ask you a question, Truth. Who's your new favorite fighter, bro? Hendog, what up? Knight Rider says you will never hear Haney fans say they disagree with anything pertaining to the Haneys. Y'all, nah, you'll never hear that shit. You never hear that shit. Got some marching orders, you feel me? True, bro. Who's your new favorite fighter, bro? See? Salute, bro. Q6033. I hate the handle shit, bro. Gervonta, I'm going to be in. Nah, you got to pick somebody else. I'm the president of the fans. You can't join, bro. You're not allowed to join us, dog. What up, DP Rocker? What's good, bro? DP, yo, with me. Nah, you can't. We're not letting you in, bro. You can join the Haneys though. They got room on they shit. They only got like 33 fans, bro. They got like 27 Devin Haney fans, bro. You can't join the Tank Day. Our bus is full, bro. Yeah, nah, you can't join, fam. You can go join the Haneys, bro. Shakur has some room on his bandwagon as well. But Tank Davis and Abdullah Mason, we full. We full, bro. We full over there. You can join the Haneys, bro. You can join the Haneys. They need you. Yeah, we put grandmama purse in the seat, bro. You can't sit here. Like my dog Marquis said, bro. We put grandma purse in the seat. You can't sit here. My grandma is sitting there. Can't sit here, bro. We full over there. Lucas say they full too. You ain't got nowhere to go, bro. Dr. Mark, what's up? You ain't got nowhere to go, Truth. I'm sorry, bro. Tank, Boots, and Abdullah are full, and I'm gatekeeping Shakur. Dang. There you go. You can cheer for Denise. Nah, you'll find somebody. You homeless right now. That's sad, bro. You cheer for Usyk. Cheer for Usyk, bro. Anyway, man, let me take this link out the chat, man. I'm gonna open up the panel for y'all, bro. Y'all come chop it up with your boy this afternoon, man. Anybody want to debate anything before I open up the link? Anybody got any smoke with your boy KO, man? He said gatekeeping is some wild ish. No, dang father, cause then you gotta like take up for him and shit. Like I would never want to be the same fan. I would never want to be on the in the same fan base as Jonathan Jackson and Joseph Jackson, man. They be capping too much, bro. Truth, a Vito Milnicki fan. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. He not that good, bro. He not that good, bro. That's wild. I'm trying to go up here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, nobody want no smoke? Yeah, all right, cool. Let me take this one off then. Scaries. Bunch of scary ass people, man. Dang, who said that, bro? Oh, he said, nah, bro, we too real over here. We keep it too real, bro. It's the realest fan base in boxing, bro. All right, there we go. Panel's open. Link is open, man. Y'all come holler at your boy, bro. Y'all come holler at your boy. My dog is back. What's up, homie?
What's going on, fellow Tank fan?
Nah, hell nah. Get your ass out of here. Nah, get your ass out of here, man. Let's try this again, bro. Try this again. What's up, bro?
Is this how you treat your brothers? We are brothers in arms now. And that, like, I must say, as a newly formed Tank fan, I'm a little concerned about what's going on, you know?
See now, bro. We can't have you. We can't have you up here with that bullshit, man. We can't have you up here with that shit, man. Freaking, why you wait for the panel to be open? You ducking me, bro?
No, I'm trying to ask you questions, man. I need answers.
Why you wait for the panel to be open,
us
bro?
Tank fans, we can answer you.
Cause
Go ahead.
Is that the real Kamal?
I need answers, man. No, because I didn't watch. I didn't.
Hold on, bro. I'm trying to see something true. Frequent. Give me a second, bro. Yeah, Kamal. I don't know. Your stuff is blank. Is that the real you, bro? You got your camera on, Kamal.
What? What's up?
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's you. Okay, nah, because I ain't used to you having your camera on, bro. I thought somebody was trying to use your name to infiltrate, man.
No, KO, I was saying I ain't really watched none of the videos that Lamont Roach had, so I don't know what he said, but I wanted to ask you, what did he lie on Tank about? Like, what did he lie about? And how was he like you said he was lying on Tank or whatever.
Yeah, as a Tank fan, that video was hard to watch.
What video you talking about, bro? What video you talking about, bro? We'll get to the question. We'll open up the panel frequent, and I'll answer your question. But I want to let everybody cook for a little bit. I'm gonna get y'all opening statements or whatever. Truth, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and get it all off. What's up, man?
No, man. I'm just glad to be back. You know, I've been out the way a little bit, but yeah, Truth is now back, and he's a Tank fan now. So I mean, yeah, get ready for a new level of objectivity. Me and KO, we taking over.
I've been took over, but all right. Welcome to
I'm hopping on your wave.
Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. Frequent, what's up, man? Go ahead. You got any opening statements, or you just want to wait for the panel, bro?
Yeah, man. I don't know why people think that Devin Haney would be scared to fight Brian Norman Jr. He seemed like he got a suspect chin. He got floored by Boca Chica. So, and he ain't that hard of a puncher, especially not the punch that he hit him with. He hit him. I think it was a right cross.
Out Sasaki?
Hey man, we talking about his chin, not Sasaki.
The memory out of him.
Come on, we talking about his chin. What they gonna do for his chin?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's your time.
Who you talking about? The extra from the Godzilla movie that he knocked out, bro? He ain't knock out nobody.
Okay,
elite.
so when did Devin Haney in his last fight, because we can only judge by the last fight, display anything like what Brian Norman hit Sasuke with?
Never. But let me finish the opening statement, and then you. Yeah, what I'm saying is, I don't see why people think that Devin Haney should be scared of him or would be afraid of him when Brian Norman Jr. seemed like he might have a suspect chin. His chin is suspect, and he definitely can't keep up with Devin as far as footwork and hand speed. So I don't think, and we see that he have problems with boxers. And so I don't see why, y'all think a lot of people, I'm not going to say y'all, but a lot of people think that that would be an easy fight for Brian Norman Jr. I don't think so. I think Devin wins that fight easy, man. I think he boxed circles around Brian Norman and possibly hurt him a couple times. It might not look as bad as the Regis fight, but close to it though. Close to it.
Is that what he showed you in the Jose Ramirez fight to lead you
Right,
to the
hold on,
confident
True. Hold on,
decision?
True. Hold on, True.
I'm sorry,
Let me
I've been
pass it
gone for a
around.
long. I don't know
True
how it
ready.
works.
True ready. He ready
I,
out here.
I just had a
Yeah,
quick
let them
Kamal,
get
what's
their
up,
opening
man?
statements, and then we can entertain it.
Yo,
Kamal, what's up, man?
I'm
Go ahead,
I'm
fam.
surprised to see Truth here because I thought he was in a deep depression when White Jesus retired. I hadn't seen him anywhere. Hey, but I couldn't disagree more with the last guy. I forgot his name. You know, Brian Norman Jr. is all wrong for Devin Haney. And this is a continuation of the Haneys. They clout chase, they lie, they do nothing but gaslight the people. And that's why people don't really like them. They used Tank's name to justify cherry pick fights. Fights that they previously said were bad fights, where Tank was fighting them. Ryan Garcia is an underwear model. That's what they said before. Then they fight Ryan after Tank. They said Gamboa, they had a picture of Gamboa at the Olympics with Devin as a young kid when Tank was about to fight Gamboa. Then what happens? He ends up fighting Gamboa and going back on his promise where he said he's going to outperform Tank. They lie, they scapegoat, they clout chase. That's all they do. They have that hit list, top 10 hit list. Three of the dudes are two divisions away from the Haneys. Okay, so there was no way that Haney, who couldn't even put away a Walking Dead walker and Jose Ramirez, who hadn't looked good in 3 years, was going to face Brian Norman Jr. They were just clout chasing off Brian Norman Jr.'s name. Now that Boots has gone up, because I didn't hear them talking about Boots at all, and he's not even fighting at the full 147. So, it's just more of the same from the Haneys. Nothing but nonstop gaslighting. Bill Haney is the biggest carnival barker and snake oil salesman I've ever seen in boxing. Thanks.
All right, we're going to D1. What up?
What's up? What's up with you, Knockout? I got three things.
Go
Truth,
ahead, bro.
welcome aboard, Truth. Come on over to the good side.
Yes, sir. Glad and thank you. You are
You
the
gonna let him
first
in?
Tank
You letting him
fan.
in?
You are the first
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Tank
fuck
letting
it.
fan.
him
They
Just let
gave
him
me
in?
a
in.
warm
Just let him
No,
welcome.
in. He all right. He all
Thank
right.
you, D1. Thank you.
no, man. Oh,
Yo,
so sad.
how
All right,
I
go
got a
ahead.
question, bro. How serious can we take the rest of that list with what we've seen play out? I mean, Brian Norman Sr. saying that Bill Haney behind the scenes trying to say they're sabotaging and making their brand look bad. This whole shit was just one giant clout chase, like real shit, bro. It's crazy. We can't take the rest of that list serious, bro. And I'm worried about the Haney fans' mental and physical health, metaphysical health, bro. They believe anything that man says, bro. Like, and I think Bill knows it too. Like he can get up on anybody's podcast and say any fucking thing he wants, and these dudes are literally laying on grenades and shit for it.
You ain't
It's
lying.
crazy. It's crazy work,
If he
bro.
got up there, one time, or if he got up there on somebody's platform and he said, "We have sent an offer to Jerron Boots Ennis," they gonna believe it.
Yep, no doubt about it, bro.
They gonna
It's
believe
not
that
a
shit.
problem.
You ain't wrong.
Yep.
True Cash Crypto just came up with a great idea. You are on a probationary period, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you on a probationary period. We're gonna watch you, see how you move, see what happens. You know what I mean? See your talking points or whatever, and then we'll make a decision after 90 days, and we'll let you know whether or not you can stay.
And after you get in, I'm gonna quiz you and everything. I'm gonna ask you. You gotta know Tank favorite color, his favorite candy, all of that
Nah,
stuff,
hell
bro.
no.
I'll get
Hey,
kicked
that's
out.
Hell
cool,
no.
but
Get
that's
your ass
okay.
out of here,
That's
man, with
okay.
that bullshit, man. Two
There's some
Cents
things
Boxing,
you
what's
gotta
up?
know about Tank, bro.
Hey, that boy D1 say he worried about the Haney fans' metaphysical. You know it's serious when somebody worried about your metaphysical health. But no, I just got on here real quick. I want to say two things. One, Brian Norman and Bill Haney are a team, Cap 1 and Cap 2. So y'all sit back and grab your popcorn. This gonna be probably going on for I don't know how long. I don't know if Brian Norman and Haney will never fight each other, but they definitely not about to fight next. I could say that. But they've done a great job of attaching themselves to each other. You got Brian and Bill all on the internet cussing each other out, all the videos, the outlets talking about it. I think it's a genius idea. So y'all should just sit back and grab y'all popcorn and let's see how this plays out. Now, I really came up here real quick to holler at Truth. What up, Truth? Truth, you there?
Yeah, he here. He probably can't get off mute or something.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to, since that duck finally processed and is no longer pending, I need to hear him say Loma was a duck.
No.
Oh,
okay.
No, actually, that duck canceled out.
Everybody,
yo.
hold on. We told you was on a probationary period, Truth.
You can't lie.
I need you to come off. I need you to come off mute, and we're gonna see if we're gonna keep you in the game. You could your probationary period can end right now. Right now. Bring your ass off mute.
Stay true to your name,
answer
bro.
the question.
Stay true to your name. That's all I gotta say.
I think he probably got something going on, so we gonna we'll come back to him.
I'm a hop off. That's all I wanted to say right quick. Y'all make sure y'all get that confession.
All right.
So
hold on, there you go. There you go. There you go. Hold on.
Let me respond.
Go ahead, True. We're listening.
So even though I don't talk about retired fighters anymore, I just like to think in this situation, Tank Davis was officially classified as the duck because he.
Nah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Truth. Keep it real, baby.
Lord have mercy. Your ass is not. You just failed your probationary period. You gotta find another. You gotta find another squad, bro.
Truth just suicide bomb y'all.
That is an
You gotta
unfair
find another
topic.
squad, dog.
You cannot put me against
we going to
he kamikaze,
all right,
y'all.
2 cents, take it easy. Y'all go subscribe to our channel. Salute to 2 cents, man. We going to my dog. Who we got next, bro? I think it's P Hunter. P Hunter, what's up, man?
What's going on? Hey, what's going on to everybody at the panel and all that good stuff? I think the whole Dev and Brian thing, I think Dev and Bill, I think they're being very calculated about how they're gonna approach this fight. I'm not saying that he's gonna duck or whatever, but they don't really have any more options. But I think they're trying to see what options may pop up by putting this out there to fight with Brian Norman. And that way he can say, well, let me get some fillers. Let's like sending fillers out there, whatever the case may be. And I think that's what he's doing. I don't know if he really wants to fight him, but if push comes to shove and he's forced to fight him, he's going to have to fight him, and he'll fight him because who else is he really going to fight if Ryan's not going to give him a rematch or whatever's going on with Ryan? I mean, he could fight Rody, but the PBC ain't trying to hear that.
Already
Why
shot to
y'all
my
acting
dog.
like
P Hunter. Hold on, I got one more. 2 more frequent, then we'll open up the panel. Joseph, what up, man?
What's going on?
What you got for the show, bro?
I done heard a lot of capping today, you know. I done heard a lot of narratives. Niggas ain't really got no hardcore facts for real. They just going off what they think. And like I thought like this was like the truth page and all this, but like everybody going off of, oh, I think this, I think that. No hardcore facts as it normally be. And like, let's be honest, when has Dev like really pulled out of a fight? Like, can y'all give me an example?
Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin?
No,
he wasn't never in that fight, man?
They never even started negotiations. That wasn't even a fight to pull out of.
That was his mandatory.
He just said he wasn't fighting him. That's not pulling out of a fight.
You asked the question, you don't like the answer.
No, that's not pulling out of a fight though.
He clearly was ordered for that fight, and it was going to purse bid. It went all the way through purse bid, and he pulled out, bro.
We seen the
numbers.
Come on, bro. We out.
That's a bigger
duck trying to fight for 1.9, man. Fuck that.
No, that's not pulling out of a fight.
If you drop your belt to avoid somebody, it's a duck. That's the same stance the Haney's had with Lomachenko getting franchised. So keep the same fucking energy.
Yo, dude, they're changing.
No, we don't want to keep the same energy.
It's not gonna be the same energy because it's not the same thing.
Oh man.
he took a whole
Hey,
year
y'all
off.
let me catch this super
Everything.
chat, bro. Let me catch the super chat. Shout out to Juke with the 5 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She say we hereby veto Truth membership to Team GTD. We will write a letter of recommendation for him to join Team DHP since liars are more his
He can't
speed.
join
Okay,
over
yeah, we're
here.
gonna
We don't
send you a letter,
accept.
Truth, so you can join the squad,
Nah,
man.
we
We're
don't
gonna
accept him.
recommend
We
you
don't accept
for
him.
the Devin
I
Haney
cannot
squad.
join the Haneys.
We don't
I got one
accept
more.
him.
I got one more person. I got one more person I gotta get to. I got one more person I gotta get to. Then we'll open up the panel. We got Kai in the building. What's up, Kai?
Yeah.
Kai, are you there?
Yo, I
Yeah,
heard
what
it.
you
Right,
got for
what's
the
up?
show, Kai?
All right, but it's not the topic right
Yeah,
now.
what you
I'm
got for the
saying,
show, man?
I want all y'all to tune in July 12th to Corson and beat the fuck out of Zapata. I want no excuses after he beat the fuck out of him, right?
I want you to subscribe to a better microphone, my boy.
No, he just need to turn the volume up.
Nah, he say everybody watch Shakur Stevenson. Kai is a diehard Shakur fan. He wants everybody to watch Shakur Stevenson step on Zapata. All right, panel's open, man. Panel's
I don't
open. Y'all
think
go
Truth
ahead.
can join the Hanos clan, man, with a conscience because, Loma cried, man, and I think he felt that. So he can never do it, man. He
And
can't
Devin
bring
ran
himself
away
to
from
come
the
on over.
rematch. Devin ran away from the rematch.
No,
Many
Loma
people
said
thought he
no
lost that fight.
rematch in the
I'm
beginning, bro.
140, bro.
He said no rematch in the beginning. And y'all tried to blame it on a language barrier. So my Loma ain't know what he was saying. He said no rematch, bro, in the beginning, because he ain't want no more smoke. He was crying.
Shout out to Trey Skills with the 2-piece in the super chat. He say salute KO. Bill gotta be paying these ninjas. Nah, he ain't paying them.
Hell no, he getting this shit for free. He working it,
Getting
getting it for free.
all this glazing for the free.
Yeah,
Free 99.
y'all glazing
But
hate, and the fight
why
ain't
y'all
even been
sound like
announced
y'all?
for a month. Y'all keep
Bill
saying,
G, he ain't
"Oh, they
paying
gonna
none of
announce it.
these
They should
fools.
announce it on Monday. Monday come,
Y'all,
no announcement.
y'all
Let's
keep
announce it
talking
on
like
Friday. No
y'all be
announcement.
talking like Devin
Y'all need an announcement. That shit sell itself. It's like good
is
work,
struggling
man.
to get a
It's
fight.
like
Ain't
Turkey
no
bruh,
backing
announcement,
that
him,
so
shit
how
bro.
we know
sell
it's real?
itself, bro.
Ain't no
We don't
announcement.
need to make no
Ain't
announcements.
no announcement, so it ain't real.
Yeah, all right. That's why they keep coming back, though.
Yeah, Turkey may not want to back Devin like he was backing him before after that last performance.
Y'all keep
How he
saying
not
might
backing him
not
when he
want
sending out
to.
offers?
He's only gonna put
If
him
he
in.
not
How he
trying to
not
back him,
backing him
why
when
would
he
he
sending
make the
out
ring
offers?
smaller then?
He's only gonna put him in with guys who are aggressive. Turkey's not
How
gonna
is
allow him
Devin
to fight
Haney gonna
Miller
win
Jose
the
Ramirez.
So
next
why is he
Turkey
sending out offers
Al-Sheikh
if he
fight
not backing him?
by running around the ring? How is he going to pull off a
How is he not
victory
Okay,
backing
so
him?
and his
both things can't
promoter
be
is
true. He
telling
can't
them,
be not trying to back him and then making the ring smaller too.
What are you talking
It
about?
nah,
can't be
bro.
both, bro.
He literally tweeted this shit with his own fat thumbs. I'm not supporting no more Tom and Jerry fights. You know he was referring to Devin and William Skull.
Well, in
So
the
how is
interview, he only
Devin
talked
So
about
if he
going?
Skull.
not
I don't
In
playing,
the
if
care.
interview,
he
he
not
only
You
talked
planning
got
no
about
more
eyes.
fights
We
with
know
Devin,
he
why
better,
only
would
bro.
he
talked about Devin.
even bother then?
In
Yeah,
the
see,
interview,
bro,
when he talked
y'all
about it, he
y'all
only talked
always
about
try to
Skull.
play fucking word salad and shit.
He only
Y'all
talked
always
about
try to
Skull in
play
the
off
interview,
little
though.
fucking
So
words and corny shit. How
Hmm.
is he gonna win a fight running around the ring trying to out jab somebody?
like he did the last fight, 12-0,
Yeah,
right?
nah. Yeah, the
Same
next
round, he
guy will
won.
throw his hands. The
Next
12-0,
next guy
fight
will
right?
will
throw
be
his
a
hands.
corpse.
Jose
12-0, right?
Ramirez had him cornered, just wouldn't throw his hands. Was
That's his
cutting off the
fault. That
ring,
looked like his fault,
Next
right?
wouldn't
dude
throw his
won't be a
hands. I know
walker
it
from The
was his
Walking
fault.
That's
Dead.
his
But
fault.
what's gonna happen when the next
Why
guy
didn't he throw his hands?
chooses
It looked
to
like he
throw
was
his
scared
hands?
it was coming back. That's what it looked like.
Fuck out of here, scared of
Yeah,
what's coming back.
yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Because
Talk
it's a
I'm
reason why
Joseph.
you don't
scared.
throw your hands.
Talk
It's a
Joseph.
I'm
reason.
highly uneducated about boxing.
Uh-huh. But
Devin ain't
you
doing
said
nobody
he had the
smarter
nigga
against
corner and
Ramirez.
he ain't throw his hands.
Knock
Why not?
somebody out.
Why not?
Because he's an old shitty fighter, bro.
Uh-huh.
He's
He
an
was
old
Watch
fought
scared,
him
out
bro.
come.
He
fighter.
was
He was
What
never
scared
are
of
you
good.
what
He
talking
was
was
about?
coming
never good
back.
to
That's
begin
why.
with.
You guys admit on this very large boxing platform that you don't know shit about boxing when you say
Bro,
shit
do
like
it
Sounds
that.
hurt?
good.
Do
Facts.
It
it hurt
sounds
y'all
good.
that much just
I
to
know what
admit that
All
happens when
these
a
y'all,
guy
fighters
is
keep
all y'all
ducking
talented,
just be
Devin
bro.
waiting
Haney,
on
He
bro?
doesn't
KO
want
though.
to
Like
fight
I
Why
One
said.
at
anybody.
a
can't y'all
time,
just
He's
admit
y'all.
that?
throwing
Hey,
punches.
everybody, one at a time. I
You
like the
boys are
convo.
about to get
Like
cooked
Just
today.
give each other
Who's
time.
ducking
Give
Devin
each other
now?
time to rebuttal and
like I
refute.
said, all y'all just
Facts.
wait on KO.
Very low
Like I
boxing
said, they
IQs
wait
out of
on
here.
you, KO, to start these narratives because they ain't got no
Fuck
money.
out of here. Don't nobody need
All
KO
y'all
to
saying
start
the same
shit.
KO's
thing.
been knowing
Why
you
y'all?
since
Don't,
KO
don't
starting
do
the
that.
Sounds
Don't do
narratives.
that.
good. Sounds good.
These grown
Fuck
ass
out of
men with
here with
their
this
own
goofy
opinions.
shit.
Don't do that, bro.
No, they don't.
These
You
grown
And
know?
ass
I'm gonna
men
keep
with their
saying
own
it. How long I
opinions,
been
man.
All right,
saying
so
it,
then give
KO?
me a time when
They
when
playing
somebody,
follow the leader,
me
bro.
or
Man,
That's
that's
what
all
it
somebody
you
up here
is.
is
doing.
using his
KO, you
narrative.
got a powerful voice. That's why, man, you my guy.
Yeah, you know,
Cause
got a powerful
you
voice,
start
Bill
this
Haney.
stuff.
KO,
Hey,
did
You
you
would suck it off his
Tank
body in
never said
public.
call Al Heyman. The
Real
first
shit.
person I heard say call Al Heyman was KO, and that motherfucker went viral
You
everywhere.
ain't never heard
Yeah,
me say call Al
So
Heyman.
yeah, I
You
when
just
have.
Tank
talking
Don't
to the
so
lie.
air.
Don't
hold
lie.
on.
You
When
just
Everybody
Tank
started
talking
went
to
up
the
saying
on
it.
air.
Twitter,
You just
nobody else heard
making
it but
shit up
KO.
in real time,
Now,
bro.
yeah, KO
Just
made it
talking.
up. That's why he started laughing. Cause Tank never
Just
Nah,
said
talking.
I'm laughing because you stupid, bro. That's
You
why I'm
it.
getting
laughing.
cooked. That's why you
I'm
laughing.
Laughing
stupid.
because you stupid, bro.
KO,
Like
did you
not
do a
stupid, not stupid like dumb, like you stupid, like
No,
funny, bro. Like
I know what you mean. That's what I'm
yeah, bro.
saying.
Yeah.
KO, did you do a fight prediction on
I wasn't
and
insulting
Billy?
you, young king. What'd you
Oh
say,
yeah.
Kamal?
You do a fight prediction on I'm really looking
Yeah, I
forward to
did
this
a fight.
fight and Billy Selecki.
Yeah, I did a fight prediction for it. It's up on the channel for the members. Yep.
That's a nice little another fight for him coming off the Dever Chico fight. Selecki knocked out Hugo Centennial. He gave what was his name? Danny Jacobs a tough fight. He's a quality
Yeah,
opponent.
Selecki a good veteran, bro. I just don't, I just can't give away the pick. I can't disrespect the members. But yeah, I did it to answer your question. Yes, I did a prediction on it. You got a
Can
favor
I
in
ask
Bill
a
A,
premise off of
obviously.
that
Hold
prediction?
on,
And
freaking,
Billy
freaking.
looked like shit his last fight
Oh,
too, bro. But Dervianchenko was hurt and couldn't really throw punches and shit.
who look bad?
And Billy, he don't.
And
To
Billy.
me, he ain't that. And Billy ain't it. He gonna
No,
get knocked the fuck out by the next top guy.
Yeah, he
He's
easy to hit,
exciting
bro.
to
Which is
watch.
why,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, bro. To be honest with you, fam. Yeah, he's exciting to watch. He a good inside fighter. He goes 1,000 miles per minute. Very active. He throws everything hard. I was surprised that Diego Pacheco ducked him, bro. I thought there
Wait,
was some
Diego
good paths
jumped
to
him?
Diego Pacheco to be able to beat him. Yeah, they were supposed to fight in the IBF title eliminator, and Diego pulled out, bro.
Damn, I
They
didn't
were
know
about to order
that.
the purse bid and everything. Yeah,
I like
yeah,
Pacheco. He's a good fighter.
what was the reason he used
yeah.
to pull out?
I thought with his length, his jab, his power, his range, I thought he could really cause some problems for him, Bill A. But they pulled out that fight, bro.
And
Sure
Billy,
did. Y'all go look
you
it up.
know that people trash him all the time, but the bottom line is he's still a contender, a prospect contender, and you can beat him. He's beatable, but it's not going to be easy, and you're gonna have to go through hell to fight him because of
Facts.
he's like he has an engine like a piston. So
And that shit's hard to beat, man.
I
People
mean,
love the boxer, man. People love the pure boxer. But when you're in there with a guy with a fucking gas tank that can literally throw a ton of punches, all that boxing don't mean shit, bro.
That shit don't mean nothing.
Man,
Ain't it?
boxers be
That's all I'm
See?
saying.
he
Hey,
like he,
that.
real quick, Joseph. I'm gonna see if you use your thinking cap and have some common sense for a second. I just want to pick your brain on
Yeah, I
something.
don't want nobody to interrupt me when I
When Tank Davis said, "I'm done talking about this. I'm off of this. If y'all want to make the fight happen, y'all know who to call." Who was he referring to, bro?
We don't know who he could be referring to. Louis the Cooper. What's this
Who the
Louis the
fuck
tall
is
head nigga
Cooper
Louis
with
the
the big
Cooper, bro?
nose?
hanging with
Who the
Mr.
fuck is
Cooper.
No,
who the fuck
Louis.
is Louis the
Hanging with
Cooper,
Mr.
bro?
Cooper.
Louis the Coopers. Louis.
Nah,
Louis. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Louis. I just got the nigga name wrong. But he running. It look like he running PBC right now because ain't Al like having health problems and all that. That's what they've been
man,
saying.
they've been saying Al having health problems
That's
for
what I'm
5
saying. So
years,
they
bro.
last thing I seen from that, they said Louis running the show right now. So that's what I'm saying. He could have
Lou
said call
DeBella,
Louis.
Who
We
is
don't know
they?
who he was talking
Who's
about.
they?
Lou
Who is they
DeBella.
that said that, bro? Because the only
I heard
report we
Tom
got on Al
Brown.
Heyman, was a report from, man, I forgot the dude name, Alan Dawson, I think from World Boxing News, where he said they started off 2024 because Al Heyman was dealing with something, but once he got it done, that they started ramping up the stuff because he's back in the fold now. He's back in control of things, and you can tell towards the end of 2024 and what's happened so far in
And Louis was
2025.
running it, right?
So,
No,
Louis was
KO,
running
you
it, right?
forgot what Rick Glazier
Wasn't Louis
said
running?
too, though. Rick Glazier
Nobody
said
nigga,
cares
Al
about
stop
Rick
Heyman was in the
fucking
Glazier,
oil
capping,
man.
folks
bro.
home, bro.
No, Rick
He
You
said he
Glazer.
was
already
in
out. You
assisted
already
living.
out with the Rick
Stop that
Glazer, bro.
Rick
bullshit.
Like
Glazer.
Rick Glazer is
Nobody
not
care
somebody
about
you
Rick.
can
Fat fuck
get with.
racist piece of
He
shit.
said
Nobody
he
Ain't
said
likes
Al
that
nobody
Heyman
gonna
motherfucker.
was
get
in
with, bro.
Man,
assisted
we not
living, bro,
listening
in the
to
oil
that,
folks
Franklin. We
home.
not listening to that, man. We ain't listening.
I'm not trying to hear nothing Rick Glazer talking about, bro. This is a man who self-admittedly know he said publicly he don't like PBC, he don't rock with Al Heyman, and everything he say is negative, and 99% of streets they be proven to be wrong, bro.
He's a Golden Boy
I was
employee.
just correcting you though, because you said the only person said something was him, but Rick Glazer did say something too, though.
He don't count.
I don't get I don't even follow the dude, so I ain't get it
Rick,
from him.
Rick Glazer.
But what I'm saying is, they said that Louis was running it. That's what I got from
Who is they?
Ness on the Boxing Voice. He said they was running it.
Come on,
he ain't more credible. He ain't more credible. He's not more credible than Alan Dawson, bro. Sorry, fam.
Yeah, bro. A lot of them dudes are.
He's not more credible than Alan Dawson, dog.
It's funny because I heard that some people say Tom Brown was running the thing. This is the first time I'm hearing about Louis the Cubist.
The bottom line
so
is,
Louis not a higher up in PBC.
Louis is the next.
This is the first time I said that I heard somebody say he was running things. I heard people say Tom Brown was running things. I didn't give it credence.
How Tom Brown gonna run it when he just the middleman, dang near. They just use him as a.
See, you listen to too many.
You listen to too much. No, you're off.
That's how they did with Mayweather Promotions.
You're off. He's much more involved in Mayweather Promotions, bro.
When I hear Tank Davis, so I'll end it with this, bro, because it's not really a huge argument, but I wanted you to know, Joseph, I wasn't making stuff up. The reason I said Tank because Al is because Al Heyman is Tank Davis's manager, and then I would say I'm probably more right than you in this situation, because who is Tank Davis pledging his loyalty to? Who does he in leading up to his fight with Lamont Roach the first time and leading up to it right now? Who is he saying he'll never leave? Who is he saying that he's tied to the hip with? It's not Louis the Cubist. It's not Tom Brown.
Louis is with PBC
Al Heyman,
though.
bro.
They all with PBC. So
I know, but Al is.
That's
but
what
when
I'm
it's
saying.
Tank, like when you running a business, bro, right?
And during that time.
Listen, bro. Listen, man. Hold on, dog. Listen. Hold on, listen, bro. Listen. When you're running a business, your most valuable contractors are the people that bring more value to your business. They get more of your time when you're the owner of that business. Al Heyman owns PBC, so he may be busy, right? He may have all this other stuff he got going on, right? Louis the Cubist probably will do the paperwork and make the fight for like a Kyron Davis, right? He might be in the fray. They might use Tom Brown to do some negotiations and shit for somebody like a Jesus Ramos. You know what I mean? Somebody like that. But if it's David Benavidez, if it's Gervonta Tank Davis, I'd even put Sebastian Fundora on that level right now. If it's Earl Spence, if it's like a Jermell Charlo, Al probably doing that shit directly because those are the most valuable pieces to his damn puzzle. Specifically Tank Davis, bro.
Samson Lukowicz is with Benavidez. Samson's important.
But during that time, Al Heyman was sick doing all that. And I
don't
even
matter though. You know who he's talking about.
I wasn't even bringing up the offer. All I said was,
this is how I know you're young. This is how I know you're young.
Bro, come on. All I said was, Tank never said that. And KO pulled that out there talking about.
I didn't pull that out there. I just literally explained to you why I believe it's Al, bro. He's the man's manager. He handles the man's affairs. Yeah. He put his hands in the career of Al. Al is the one that got him. Al is the one that got him away from Floyd, bro. He's clearly talking about Al. Not no damn Louis the Cubist, bro.
You know who to call.
You know who to call. Everybody knows Al Heyman except for you.
No. KO made it up. Y'all just following it. That's what
he said. You know who to call.
That's why I said
I didn't make nothing up, bro.
No. You can't get
Chill out,
like
bro.
that. He said this. He said, you know who to call. Everybody in the world knew who he's talking about, but you want to try to flip it because Al might have been sick. But everybody knew who he was talking about.
So I was right.
It's opinion though, bro. It's an opinion.
Bit, right? When I was right?
Okay.
They say he
said call a PBC.
He wasn't dealing with
everybody.
L-Dub, what up, bro? What's up, L-Dub? Salute, fam. Now go ahead. I'm listening.
None of us know for sure, though. We just got an idea. Nobody knows for sure.
Right. Nobody knows for sure who he's talking about. But we know when he said it. He was when he said it.
We know
he was talking about the PBC, and everybody when they say PBC, most people think Al Heyman. This shit is further every day, all day. You ain't got to try to sugarcoat it because you don't want to be wrong.
Who sugarcoated what?
You say
nothing.
Y'all let me see what my dog Fresh 313 talking about though.
You just did it.
Fresh 313. What's up, bro?
You can keep that over there.
What's going on, Kale?
Nah, you did sugarcoat because you said
I didn't sugarcoat nothing. I said.
All right, y'all go ahead. Oh, yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
he
Y'all
was.
hold up. Y'all hold up. I can hear you, bro. Yeah, I can hear you, fam. Go ahead. What you got for the show?
Hey, what's going on, KO, man? I ain't been up here in a minute, man. I'm just calling to show love, man, and support, man. Your content be getting me through the day while I be at work. I be working that little overnight shift, man. And as y'all already know, I'm
I
GTD
appreciate that, bro.
GTD for well. You know what I'm saying? And my boy, he about to step on Roach in his rematch. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
he on his draw tour now. So after he step on his
Mm.
ass, he can go on his lost tour and see how many podcasts and interviews he do. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, hey, I'm taking all bets. I'm taking all bets on Zapata. You know, you about to expose Shakur ass. You know, I'm taking all bets, man. Hit my jack. Hit my jack. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Zapata?
Fresh 313. You can find me on Instagram. Y'all see me on
Zapata.
there. Y'all see me on there. Fresh
Why you think
313.
That nigga
Zapata
finna
gonna
lose all his
expose
money.
Shakur, bro?
He finna
It's
Yeah,
lose
I think
all his
tough.
I
money.
think Shakur gonna tell him
He
both.
y'all
Expose him
Shakur, y'all
Hold
put
or
on. Let him answer.
show
Let him
that he's gonna
answer
lose.
the question. Let him answer
cause
the
like
freakish question. Go ahead, Fresh.
for me,
Let
it's
him answer
like
the question, y'all. Go ahead, Fresh.
all the 63 Shakur fans, y'all put him so high. Like for me, it's like he don't like look. This is really a step up fight for Shakur. If y'all ain't know, and he dealing with Turkey, don't be surprised. And them scorecards come around looking crazy. If that shit go the distance, that's all I'm saying.
So it's
You
not a
know,
step up fight for Zapata?
But that's not answering the question really. I said, why you think he gonna expose Shakur? That's a different thing.
it be
That's talking different.
what faint
Nah,
jab,
hey
all that.
William, don't go, bro. I'm having a hard time reading the chat and running the show. Don't go nowhere, William. What up? William be getting in his feels, bro. When I don't speak to him,
Limo,
I ain't
oh,
see you,
what's
bro.
up, OG?
Damn, calm down. What's up,
Salutations.
old school? Salute, man.
The
Hey,
triple OG
Dang,
Jake the
in
I'm
the
out
Snake
of here.
building.
Roberts.
KO.
hey, frequent. He ain't gonna.
William be getting mad. William, don't get mad, bro. If I ain't speak, it's because I don't see you, bro. It's all good,
He
man.
ready
Go
DDT
ahead,
you,
y'all. My
KO.
bad.
Yeah, it's
hey,
hard as hell to
hey,
decipher
frequent. He ain't gonna
the
feign his
chat.
way into a victory this time, bro. I'm calling it. He ain't gonna feign his
Yeah,
Hey,
way into
You
it.
hey,
think
and
Zapata
Zapata
gonna be
don't read
throwing
them.
all them punches while he getting punched in
hell
his face
yeah,
like that?
Yeah,
bro.
and
You
Zapata
Exactly.
got
don't read them
listen,
feints
bro.
right. That's the shit to get your ass
You
hurt.
guys don't understand, bro. You don't understand what it is. He's going to throw all them punches. He's going to be
Uh huh.
closing distance with punches.
He
He's
ain't gonna throw
going to
half them
draw
punches.
Shakur into the fucking
Why
fight, bro.
not?
He ain't gonna throw half of them.
How
I
you
mean,
just
you
figure
got
that
the
just
only
easy
way
like that?
Shakur gets him to throw half
Cause look at the
is
stats. Shakur
logging
always
laps,
cut
dog.
everybody working half. I'm going off of stats.
Because he
He
does
cut
because he
everybody
doesn't
working
engage
half.
as much as everybody else.
Bro.
That's why he cuts their rate in half. He doesn't engage as much as everybody else.
Yeah, bro. I literally made a short about that shit today.
He's
Like
sitting
Bro
right there in
literally
front of you.
admitted
like
when
whether
I
them
can win a
shots
fight,
land or
I
Nah,
fight
not.
in
he's
the
not sitting
pocket.
right there in front
Like
When
of
I
you.
whether
don't
them.
Yes, he
know,
Man,
is.
they
I'm
was saying the
I'm
same
out.
thing about Matias, man. Look what happened to him, bro.
We ain't
Yo,
talking
you know
about
what?
Matias, bro. We
Throwing all
talking about
them wild
whether
punches
half
and
of them
stuff,
thousand
and
shots
you
that
get
Zapata
caught.
throw land or
Hey
not.
man,
Them
he throw
judges gonna
all them
talk that
punches.
shit.
He gonna be off balance. That's the shit to get your ass countered. That's all I know. And that nigga be off balance a lot.
But you have to
Cause
be willing to take that
Shakur
punch
about to
to
be
get
on his
countered.
bike,
Yeah,
bro. That's all
He
I'm
ain't gonna
saying.
Hey,
be there.
Shakur
He ain't
can
everybody,
gonna
get
hold
be
on
counted
real.
there.
on the fight.
Everybody, hold on. Creole, I didn't see him, homie. I didn't see William. I'm running a whole panel full of 8 people. Y'all chill out. Salute to William. Salute to Creole. Everybody, I just didn't see you, bro. That's all, fam. Y'all go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Nah, my
Yeah,
whole
it's
thing is,
really.
bro, Shakur. I think, me personally, I think Shakur going it should 12-0 him. But I also said Dev was going 12-0 Ryan, so don't take my shit for anything.
Listen, bro, 12-0
But
is
I
crazy.
could also see Shakur. It's going to be a tough fight for him because he's going to have to fight Zapata. It's not going to be some. I'm going to get on my bike. I'm going to avoid this. He's going to have to
Bro.
fight
That's what I'm
Zapata.
saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like
gonna
y'all
have
just
to.
making that shit gonna be like a
Dev gonna
cakewalk.
have to be on
He
the
had a tough time with
beam.
goddamn
Them feet
Artem, bro.
gonna
You
have
think he
to
gonna
be
goddamn wash
working.
down
He had a
Zapata?
tough time. Artem only won like 2 rounds. That's tough.
Bro, here's what you guys missed though. His opponent has been fighting the pure boxing style 4 fights in a row. Has
Not
Shakur
the
been
same.
preparing for somebody like Zapata, or has he just been taking the fights as they come?
Bro,
Taking the
y'all
fights as
saying
they
this pure
come.
boxer style,
Taking the
but
fights
like
as
they
they
not
come.
on
No,
his
no,
level
bro.
though.
Okay, what
I just
separates
want
him
to
from
say, I
Kevin
want to say,
Farmer?
IQ, hand speed. That's what
You
separates him.
can see, bro, that's all shit that's subjective that you're just throwing out your opinion like it's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
So
fact.
some
so
it's
so
some
It's
secure hands
fanboy
not
shit, man.
faster
This
than
mess around and be
Kevin Farmer.
Shakur easiest fight, yo. Just like
He
Bud
finna
and
make this look
Earl.
all right.
easy. I
hey,
All
know
hey,
it.
right,
this, hey,
don't
this is
worry,
why I
Nah,
Billy.
want to
This
say,
it's
shit's
this
just
is
on
why I want to
wax.
say
Bud,
Hey,
You
y'all
something,
guys
let
can
bro.
y'all
do
let
what
me
you
hear
want to
Bud
do.
y'all let me
Bud
hear what Rich
Bud was
got to
made for
say.
Bud.
Rich, go ahead, bro.
What up, Rich?
This is why I want to say to the guy that want to bet. The day before, we gonna lock that money in with KO.
Who is
I got
that?
Shakur
Who is
beating the
that?
shit out of
Who
him.
is that?
That's
That,
Who
and
is
rich.
that's
that?
that's what we gonna
Who is
do.
That's
that?
rich.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
rich.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fresh. I'm
Yeah,
fresh. Lock
and
that shit in there. I ain't scared.
You
I
locking
stand on
in
that
fresh
shit, bro.
thought life, boy.
Hey, y'all know
Ah.
KO.
What
He
you
gonna
trying
want
to
his
do?
fee too. KO gonna want his fee too.
10%, right,
Both
KO?
both of
What you
y'all
Yeah,
trying
super
to do?
chat KO the
y'all
bread,
better
and
bet my
then
man.
KO
Shit.
send it.
I need
KO
my
can send the
10%.
bread to whoever
I hold
wins.
that shit.
Yeah, he gonna hold it.
Yeah, I hold that shit.
Yeah,
I need my
lock it. What
10.
you trying to do?
100%. Yeah. How much?
I
What
see
y'all
what I
betting?
do.
What
How
what
much
y'all
y'all betting?
betting?
How
Y'all
much
need
Rich
to
got to
check
lose?
William Old
They
School
gonna.
out
They said
at
they gonna
Penn.
lock it in the day before the fight, so they probably don't know.
All right. Well, the day before the
Rich.
fight, I ain't gonna be live, so y'all have to come in on Thursday.
Yep.
Y'all got to come in on Thursday and do it because the fight on Saturday, I ain't gonna be live on Friday. So y'all got to come that
Bet.
Thursday night and
I bet Rich
lock that
got a
thing
deal.
in, bro.
You got a
What you
deal?
get 10% off the top, right? Some bookie shit,
Oh
right?
yeah, of course, of
Yeah,
Sweet,
hell
course.
yeah,
man.
hell
KO
yeah.
do on time too. That's a fact.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Shit, I just
No doubt. Only bet
my
I
face
ever
is
made
right
was
here. I can't
push-ups.
cheat no niggas
Man,
out their
y'all might
money.
as well
So
lock that bet
I'm
in
right here.
right now,
I'm gonna
man.
make sure you get.
Them shits
I'm gonna make
raw.
sure you get your money, dog.
Soon
Yep.
as
No
the
doubt.
last
I
bell
bet you
ring, you
you
probably gonna
you
have that shit in your cash app
push-ups. You did the
already.
50 for the Bills Cowboys shit. Thorough. Thoroughbred.
Yep.
Okay, so why all these fighters keep ducking Hanos though? Why they keep ducking
Who's
Devin,
ducking
bro?
Hanos now?
What?
Nobody ducking
What?
Haney ass, bro.
Oh
Who's ducking Haney
shit.
now?
First we had T.O.
Oh
Nobody
ducking
ducking
them.
shit.
First
Haney
we
ass,
First
got
we
bro.
three
had
lightweight
everybody on the
Stop
list
that.
is
boxers.
ducking
Stop.
them, bro. First
Stop that
T.O.
shit,
ducked
bro.
them.
We got
T.O.
two
ducked
Hold
him
on,
140
Brian.
Now
You
we
boxers.
got
saying you
B
saying
Norm
Norm? You
ducking
saying
them.
Norman Ducker?
And then we
You
got
saying
Shakur on the
Norman
table
Ducker
now.
big?
Don't tell me Shakur gonna duck too, bro.
When how's Shakur get on the table?
This shit is
Hey,
Not
crazy.
y'all can hear
officially
me?
on the table, but you know what I'm saying. That's what the
Y'all,
rumor mill is talking
Why we
about.
Hold
even
on,
talking
but
y'all
about a
Gary
can hear me?
135
on the table?
pounder though, bro?
Is
Yeah,
Why
Gary
we
nah.
talking
Russell
about a
Hey
on the table?
man,
135
everybody
frequent?
keeps saying that why would Shakur come up to 140 or 147 to fight Devin, but Shakur is on record talking about he'll go up to
I understand that, but
154 to fight
why we
Conor
even
Ben.
entertaining that? Don't we want to
So what?
see
Fights about
Devin
advantage.
versus a
Man,
147
y'all
pounder, bro?
y'all believe what these cats say half the time?
As a
Fighting is
matter of
about
all the
advantage.
as a matter of fact, this is really gonna fuck frequent up. As a matter of fact, couldn't we say that all the big fights for Devin are at like 154 pounds, right? Really?
Yeah, yeah. Big fights
54,
are
Devin ain't even
crazy.
up there.
He
I'm
can
Oh, what
be.
do
saying
you
why,
mean?
like,
But
why
people
can't he
can
go
go
up
up
there?
and fight Devin, but Devin can't go up there to fight them.
You
What?
think Tank go up
This
two
shit?
weight classes to fight Barrios?
You know what I mean? What the fuck?
I mean,
Shit
didn't
should
Tank
be
do
able to
that?
work
Didn't
both
he go
ways,
No,
though.
he ain't go up no two weight
Devin, a pound
to
for
classes to
fight
pound
fight Barrios.
Barrios?
They
crazy,
capping.
yo.
He was at
He was at
130. It was one weight class, man.
No,
Nah, 130 to
what I'm asking
140.
you is frequent though.
Shoot.
130,
You think Team
135,
Alifu? Hold
140.
on, everybody, hold on. Team Alifu tell Team he ducked Devin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ducked
Frequent.
Devin for sure.
What about is Richard Hitchens? He ducking him?
No.
Ain't Hitchinson's team talking about they want to fight T.O. now?
Okay, so they ducking him too. You
He
think
was
Brian
screaming. He
Norman
was
Jr. You
screaming
think?
out Devin after he was screaming out
I got
after
you.
Haney's after
I
the
got you,
fight,
bro.
and he wanted to fight.
I got you. So Brian Norman Jr. ducking him too, right? That what you going with too?
Hell to the yeah.
All right. So Brian Norman Jr. ducking him. The two names at 140 ducking him. Barrios, he don't want to fight Barrios because Barrios is a trash ass fighter. That's out of his mouth, so he wouldn't fight Barrios. Rolly is garbage, so we can't do the Rolly fight because Rolly's trash as well. So since he can't get no fights, in the next logical move to move up to 154?
Why
Yeah.
move up? Why can't you go get a belt first? Why y'all just be like one of the
No,
first?
Rolly ducked in advance. When they asked Rolly about it, he said, no, I think that they should still fight. I think Ryan and Devin should still fight. And he ran
Yeah,
back to the PBC.
Ryan ducked Devin too, right?
Imagine if Rolly punched
Absolutely. Why? That's why
So
I'm asking you, why is these fighters
when
keep
Boots ran
ducking
out of
Devin?
options, when nobody would fight Boots, what do we ask Boots to do?
Boots moved up.
No, what do we
Facts,
ask him to do?
What
KO.
do we ask him to do though
Realistic.
when he couldn't get no fights? What we ask him to do?
Move up. But Devin just moved up though.
I mean, but he can't get no fights, right? Everybody ducking him, right?
Everybody duck. Mallards out here.
It's crazy. That's why I'm asking you the question, man. Why is everybody ducking him?
No, I don't believe that. I'm going off what you believe. So what's his next step?
I don't know, man.
Move
I
up,
don't
right?
know. Somebody got to stop ducking, man. I don't know. Somebody on the list got to stand up.
I told y'all a
Already.
long time ago when Devin
Already.
lost the
I
line.
say move up to 154. It's a lot of smoke up there. It's a lot of good fighters at 154. Why not move up there? He can handle it. He about
No, that's
170.
too much. That's too
He
much,
about
bro. He ain't
170
even fight at
anyway. How that too much?
147 yet. He been fighting at
Virgil versus
144.
Devin. How y'all
He
got him
170. He
pure
walk
boxing
around
today?
170.
And them
No,
fighters up
that's
there walk around bigger. You know that, KO. What are you talking about?
Oh, you know that though.
no. It's
Basically,
Tinkerbell
you put
logic.
you
I
at
know, bro.
135 to those little old guys.
Okay.
Is that
So
what you mean by that?
he should just stay at that weight class where won't nobody fight him.
Me personally, I think Devin belong at 140, but
Me
because
too.
he
He
looked a
said he
little
never going
small
back
up
to
there at
140.
140. At
He said he never going
144,
back
he
to
looked a little
140.
small.
He said he never going back
He
to
looked more
140.
smart
But
than he used to.
No,
I
he
know he
like that
said that. He said
Bulgarian.
he fighting that catch weights from now on, but
Way too much.
I
I
got
don't
you.
know. I think
I
he
got
could
you.
make it at
And what do you
147
think of
though.
that, by the way? What do you
I
think of
think
that? He might be
147 is
fighting
his
the
limit
catchweight.
right now.
You said what's his limit?
Everything okay?
I think
143.
147 is his limit right now.
43,
Oh, okay,
43,
okay,
But ain't
44.
no fights there for him.
okay,
I don't know
okay.
what
No,
he
us fights there for him. They
Devin
just
fight.
ducking him. No,
I don't know what
What
freaking.
what fight is there for him?
We got the
I
Brian
think
Norman
I
Jr.
think
fight.
somebody
That's
probably
going on
stand up.
already.
I think maybe Blair Cobbs might stand up, but all these
Blair
other
Cobb?
dudes he's
That's
ducking
Blair
them.
that.
Cobbs punch
What is he
Devin's head
talking
Blair
off.
Cobb?
about?
Straight.
What are you
Straight up.
talking about, Frank?
I'll take Blair Cobbs and Devin. Let's get it.
Blair
What are
I
you?
I'm
got
just
Blair.
talking about if nobody on the list fight him, then I think maybe Blair Cobbs might be one of the people that might fight him.
Yeah.
We
What is
know
he
Mario
saying?
Barrios
Right
ain't
there.
gonna fight him because he about to fight
What is he
That's
saying?
tough, bro.
Pacquiao.
Blair Cobbs, bro. That's tough.
What is he saying?
Yo, Blair
What are you
Cobbs
talking about?
put hands and feet on Devin in that
Yeah, now
sparring.
you
Hey,
just
I'm
talking.
curious
Now
though.
you
I'm
just
curious
talking.
though, frequent. I want to hear your argument for Brian Norman ducking Devin Haney. I want to hear that.
Let's get it.
Frequent
Ain't
ain't got
nobody
no.
ducking nobody.
What,
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I said frequent, Joseph. Talk about
Oh,
frequent. Yeah, frequent said that.
man,
I,
they could
I
make
don't
the
know what he's
fight.
talking about.
What
Hey,
happened with the fight, KO?
no, you told me he ducking. I'm trying to figure out why you say that.
I
You
think
don't answer my question. You don't
I
really
don't know.
answer
I
my
don't know
question.
what Brian Norman Jr. is saying, but his dad, man, he just doing a lot of capping.
Okay.
It's just look like it's. I ain't gonna say he ducked, but
You just said he ducked. Now you change your
And
mind?
Senior was
I ain't
trying to
gonna
spare
say
Bill Haney.
it's an official duck, but it's
Uh,
duck
Trying to
activity, bro.
spare his ass.
So
Like,
hold on,
come
Frequent.
on, go ahead with
So
that
let me
bullshit. Bill just kept
what's the
pushing it.
duck
I got a
activity?
question.
Hold up, man. Hold up. I got my dog in this thing, man. Hold up. Everybody, hold up.
He doing a lot of capping and lying.
Here come the real
What
capper.
up, D?
Here the real
So
Dude,
what?
capper. Damn.
Yes, Devin didn't duck Sando.
What's up
I
with it?
don't care
Here
if you
the real.
leave $1, $5, $10,
$100,000.
It is
$100.
much appreciated.
What's up,
What's
fam?
up, Hanos Clan? What's the deal, y'all?
We
What's
just
up?
waiting
What's
on this
up?
Brian Norman fight. That's what we doing.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, Dean?
We
you
waiting on
know
Brian
it's
Norman.
so crazy to me.
No,
Who
I
is
heard
that,
the
bro?
fight is off
I'm
Can
finna
though.
I
hold on,
talk
everybody be quiet.
frequent? Thank you.
I'm finna ad lib this shit. Y'all be quiet. Go ahead, Dean.
Please say it with me, y'all. I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of ish they are. Joseph,
Okay.
what's up, my guy?
My
You
boy,
know,
good, Joseph.
what's up. You know, we waiting on this
Joseph,
fight. You
wasn't
know,
you in my comments saying, Dean, the fight got announced. Dean, they gonna fight. Why you ain't make a video? And what I tell you, Joseph? What did I tell you, Joseph? Bill was lying.
you said some
I
capping ass
predicted
shit.
this already.
Bill
So
lying.
I don't want to hear
Bill
nothing from your
lying.
Hanos
Y'all don't
clan.
got no proof.
I
Right
told y'all what was
again.
gonna
Y'all don't got
happen.
no
Right
proof.
Bro,
again.
B
Y'all
Norm
don't got no
Sr. was
proof.
capping, bro.
Man,
B Norm
frequent.
You
Sr.
ain't
in
got
the
no proof.
video
Frequent.
said
I
he
want to hear.
knew
He
about
mad.
he said he knew about the offer
He
before
mad.
Bill
They
Haney did.
emotional.
Hey,
Push his
y'all
narrative.
acting like Bill. Y'all acting like Bill when Tay Jones on the phone. My brother get up here, y'all start cutting
Let
him
him
off and shit.
cook your
Let
narrative.
him cook.
Cook
Y'all
your
acting like
narrative, Dean.
Bill. Y'all acting like
Now,
Bill.
Take that
So
cap and line.
before you go, Dean, let me just say this real quick. Right again. Go ahead.
right again.
No,
Right
he
again.
ain't right at all. He ain't right at all. Y'all just
Hey,
jumping
it's
to
so funny.
conclusions.
I'm not right, right? But KO, no, I published a video at least about 4 or 5 days ago, maybe 6, 7 days ago. And I told everybody this verbal agreement, watch how that fall through. I said I give it about 48 hours. Can y'all please tell me what has happened? I told people Bill and
The
Brian
verbal
Norman will be.
agreement wasn't even
Can I
5
finish
days ago.
talking,
You
Joseph? I
already
know
lying,
when you're
nigga.
wrong. It's
Nigga, you
okay.
already lying. You talking about 5
It's
days
okay.
ago. The verbal
Joseph,
agreement wasn't even 5 days
I
ago.
understand you upset because your brother
No,
got cooked earlier.
tell the truth. He didn't get
Joseph, I
cooked. He
understand you
cooked that nigga
upset
KO.
because
He cooked
Jonathan
that
got
nigga
put in the
KO.
body bag earlier. But
What
let me
body bag?
finish, please.
It was
I know
easy.
you
What
upset
body
your big
bag?
brother. You got to
Boy, you
host the
trying to send
funeral
his
for your
ass
big
to
What
brother.
body
He
body
got
bag?
bag. Go
body
ahead,
bag.
y'all.
What body bag?
Can I
You know
finish?
what it is.
Yeah,
Let
go
him
ahead,
finish.
finish your
Matter,
cap. Cause you
matter of fact,
already
I'm gonna let
started off
y'all.
with a lie.
I'm gonna let y'all have this. I'm gonna let y'all have.
Yeah, he already
I'm
lying.
here for it.
That
Hold
nigga
on. I'm
I
already
gonna let
lying.
y'all have
told
it.
y'all. that this was going to happen. I said, give it 48 hours. Bill and Brian Norman Sr. will be on a live and watch how it fall through. I even asked y'all to keep a punch clock on how many times I said my sons. I told y'all Bill was going to try to be disrespectful and wiggle his way out of a fight. And look where we at. Now the fight ain't happening. Surprise, surprise. Y'all want to know the one person that's not surprised? Dame by any means. That's who's not surprised.
Yeah, it's just like y'all don't got no proof that it's not happening.
Yo,
I don't need
That's
proof when I
what's the
predicted it.
reason why?
because both sides are saying
But
it's still
all
happening.
right,
Y'all just
So
listen,
don't
Joseph,
bro.
want
If
to
we're
how
say it.
do
supposed
you
to believe the
explain
I like
verbal
the
everything I
narrative
said?
agreement,
though. I like the
How
if
do
narrative.
we're
you
supposed to
explain
believe
everything I
that,
said was going to
we gotta
happen
believe
happened?
Brian.
I want to know this, bro. Who is willing to bet me that the fight don't happen?
I'll take that bet too, KO. I'm with you.
That's why I said it's a duck pending.
I'm with
I'm
you
Duck
not
on that,
gonna say it's
KO.
pending.
official because I
All
still
I know
got
I'm with
is
you.
a
all I know is
glimmer of
Hey,
hope
KO, let me
that the
tell y'all
fight
this.
might
Let's keep
still
it
happen.
real though.
But I'm hearing
all
that
I know
Brian
is
Norman
if
Jr.
Dev get
side
them
is saying that they
negotiations,
not
that nigga
trying to
don't
pay
pull
him
out.
what they
He
was
don't
going to
never
pay
pull
him
out.
now. That's what I'm
Yeah,
hearing. Is that what you hearing, KO?
I don't know nothing you talking about, bro. Nope.
I'm hearing Bill or Brian Norman Sr. say, Bill, I'm trying to spare you out here, dog. You just keep pushing the shit, bro. And then he let him have it. So if we're gonna believe
Let
that
what
they're on a
happen?
verbal agreement, we gotta believe what Brian Norman said. And when he said they tried to sabotage the fight, they don't really want that shit with Pac-Man take.
But he
We
was
gotta believe
lying
that
though,
But
too.
bro.
Pac, but he
Oh,
also
word. So
said,
the verbal shit, we can't. We can
the
only
fight
believe
is
that
not
they
on hold
agreed, but
because
we
of
can't
Dev
believe
though
what he
too.
said. Y'all crazy
You
this
gotta
shit.
believe
Word.
everything if you're gonna believe one
Yeah.
thing. He also
Well,
said the
hold
fight
on.
not on hold because of Dev. Sorry,
Bill
after that he
also
said that.
said that he didn't make a phone call and dared Brian Norman Sr. to call the man
No, he never said he
just
didn't
for
make a
him
phone
to
call.
admit that he
He
made the
never said he
phone
didn't make
call.
a phone
He's
call.
a liar,
He
bro.
never said he
No,
didn't
he
make
was
a
talking
phone
about
call.
what was
I
said
watched
at
the
on the
interview.
phone
Bill
call.
said,
He was
call
talking
him.
about what was
Brian,
said on the
stop
He
it.
phone
never
Stop
call.
said
it.
he didn't
He
make a
didn't say
phone
it
call.
wasn't
One
no
at a
phone
time,
call.
y'all. One
Now,
at a
now
time.
They
you
On
capping,
lying.
RBG. I'm
Dean.
gonna use the damn mute
You
button. One
ain't
at a time.
you don't got a lot of kicking, Dean.
KO, can I,
Just
can, I-
stick
can I
to real.
explain what happened? I watched it.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody watched
Let
it.
Joseph
Everybody
say what he
watched
gonna
it.
say, and then Dean, you can respond to him. Go ahead, Joseph. Finish up,
Like
bro. Go ahead. You got it.
I just hate the cap and narratives. Like the niggas the nigga Brian Norman talking about Turkey reached out to us first because he was looking for a fight for Devin Haney. So how doesn't Devin Haney know that Turkey is looking for a fight for him? If he's reaching out to them looking for a fight for Dev, that don't make no sense to me. That okay, he reached out to them first. It seems like Turkey's like, okay, I'm finna reach out to him because I know Devin Haney want to fight because of the list. It looked like Turkey just been going down the list. That's what it looked like to me. But let's hear y'all
But
narrative.
that's the same lie Bill
Let's hear
told
that.
when they was talking about tanking damn fighting. It's the
Man, you
same.
ain't
You
in it.
Turkey.
You ain't in it. You
Yo,
ain't
I
trying to.
want y'all to know.
This
Nigga, I'm
Dean.
in whatever I feel like
You
being
ain't
in.
in
What
it.
you
You ain't in it,
talking
nigga.
to?
You ain't in it. This the big
Get his
dog talking.
ass,
You
B
ain't in it.
Hunter. Get his
We're
ass.
Giddy P.
Yeah, he
Hunter.
ain't in it.
lightweights and
He
fucking
ain't in it.
Bill
Hey,
is
Bill,
let me
what
such
you
a
got?
liar. Go
let
ahead.
me let Dean respond to
Yeah,
him
you
then. Go
ain't in
ahead,
it, Big
Dean.
Hunter. Let Dean talk for you.
Bill is such a liar that Brian Norman Sr. said, you know who you called this morning to try to dead that fight. You know who you called. Bill sat up there and said, I ain't called nobody. I ain't called nobody N-word. I ain't called nobody N-word. He said, Bill, I don't even want to do that to you, Bill. Tell the truth, Bill. You know what's up. He said, I'll call him right now. Bill said, call him. Just to admit that he did call him this morning. If that nigga's not a liar, I don't know who is.
Dean, you can't mix truth with lie and to try to make yourself seem right, bro.
He never lied that he said he didn't call him. He never said that. Because right before that,
he
on
said,
side,
I ain't called nobody. That was his word.
Let me get this off.
Joseph, you're about to lie. He said, I ain't called nobody. That's what Bill said.
This is all.
Now you gonna speak for Bill, Joseph?
No.
What did Bill say? He said, I ain't called nobody.
Let him talk, man. You trying not to let him talk.
Because he don't want to answer questions.
Man, get that bullshit out of here. All right.
Y'all be cutting people off for real.
Man, be quiet. The big dog's talking. All right.
Yeah, right. Fuck out there.
All right. Right before that, live on Coach Malachi, bro, Bill was on Haney.
Bro, I'm talking about the live. Did he say it or not?
No, he did not say it. He did not say
You're a liar. KO, kick him off.
Right before that live,
he did not say it.
Yo, Tay, bro,
Y'all Tinkerbells be out of bounds, bro.
All he
Joseph,
said
he ain't tell Brian Norman Sr. he ain't called nobody that morning.
Brian Norman Sr. said, you called trying to dead the fight. He said, I ain't trying to dead no fight.
No, he said, I ain't called nobody this morning.
He ain't say I ain't called nobody, Dean. You adding on.
He never said he ain't calling. He said, I ain't called nobody trying to dead no fight.
He
Like,
said,
let's just hear what y'all want to hear. And I'm noticing that. That's why y'all need KO for the narrative.
No, they ain't hear that. They be adding on. They be
that's what I'm saying.
They be adding on, bro.
Nigga ain't say that.
They be spicing it up.
Play the video.
Yeah, just like Bill was adding on to what was said in the
that's
call
a good idea. Play the video, KO.
Shit, Bill was adding on.
Bill a damn
Tay
liar.
was like, "Damn, you ain't want that."
I know one thing,
Bill
Brian.
lied
I know
about
one
signing
thing.
the contract 3 times.
I know Senior was saying Senior was trying to. Senior was on there capping, talking about
you can't sign a contract.
He said his team knew about the fight offer before Bill team did.
Never said
How you
nothing about
sign
no
the
contract.
contract twice?
He said,
How you sign it twice when it wasn't even there, dog? He was acting like he was talking to Dev and shit. Like, Dev, sign it again, Dev. Sign it again.
The big dog
Sign
talking,
what?
like I said, me and Dean.
The
Move on.
big dog over there barking, ain't saying
Y'all
shit.
really had the nerve
Y'all
to
not
sit up
saying
there and Bill is lying about his signature. Bill talking about he didn't sign it twice. Do I gotta sign it 3 times?
So when this fight happened, what y'all gonna say? When this fight happened, what y'all gonna say? And we gonna get
I'm
some
gonna say he gonna get
videos?
knocked out. That's what I'm gonna say.
We gonna get some apology videos and all that.
No, I'm gonna say he gonna get knocked out.
All
Devin to get full
look
credit.
damage and
Hold on,
shit, even when you see it
when
coming.
Dev 9-3 his ass, what you gonna say?
Yeah, let's fucking get it.
Everybody be quiet.
Yeah. The big dog talking.
All right, everybody be quiet for a second. Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Okay?
Yeah, because niggas doing a lot of capping.
So has a lot of tools in the toolbox. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? He got a warehouse full of tools. And I just me personally.
This is for educational purposes only. Y'all go over to True Media and subscribe to the channel over there. This is where this all went down at.
Like and share and subscribing.
As floor money
using this content, so it is what it is. But you got to give a person credit when you're using their work. So salute.
Floyd Mayweather's secret experience mixed with a little bit of Sugar Shane Mosley. So
November, but you.
Trying to find and talk about John Fun. What are you over here?
Man, fuck streaming.
Shout out to True Media Sports Pod. I tweeted out 20 niggas sitting by a pen. We going Hey, look, I tweeted 20 niggas sitting by a pen. Somebody sign, please.
Hey, Bill. What a fight, Bill. What's the venue?
Fight is that?
Right. What's the venue?
You know,
what's the date?
You can't announce that either.
You can't announce the day because you don't know the day. I mean, deal.
Listen, no,
But you can't announce the day because there is no set date yet. I know November. I know South. We both know the same thing.
Well, come on, Bill. I signed. We signed. What have you did?
Oh my God, Bill, we already did our part. We're good. We're good. We already did our part. Yes, we're good. There's nothing to sign yet, Bill. There's no contract. But there's no date. There's no venue. Bill.
Bill. Hear me, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I probably should do a whole reaction. I probably should do a.
Yeah, you
I
might
probably
as
should
well
do a
that.
whole reaction on this. Cause Bill already capping right now. Ain't no contract to sign at all, bro.
He never said nothing
Like ain't
about a
no contract signed up. What did they sign? Ain't no contract yet, bro.
He said the
No,
agreement.
they
He
signed
been
the
saying
terms
that
We
every
heard
agreement.
what he
A
said.
terms
Stop trying to
agreement,
tell us
bro.
what he said.
term.
I'm gonna let it play.
He been
Y'all let it
saying that
play. Oh,
everywhere. He been saying that everywhere.
I'm
He
gonna
said
let
he
it play,
signed the
bro. We'll let
agreement.
it. I want to get to the good part. I'm gonna let it play. Everybody be quiet. We just gonna let it play.
I thought, listen,
You just make sure we get November. You just make sure we get November. We're going to announce. Look, listen. This is what it's going to take. I'm an honest guy. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm an honest guy, and I don't believe in lying. Look, you got to stop it. I don't believe in doing all that. I believe in telling the honest to God truth. I can't come out and tell you that I signed a contract that don't exist yet. You need the venue. You need the date. You need a lot of things to go together to sign a contract.
Have you signed the term sheet?
Yes, we're good.
I asked you, have you
Did I hear that, sir?
signed?
Yes, we're good.
No,
we're good. All the terms are not set yet, Bill. Bill. Stop it.
Well, listen,
Stop lying to these people.
I've already signed any term that you.
So make up your mind. Did you sign the contract or the term?
I don't know how y'all can listen to this and not say Bill getting cooked, bro. He getting
He
fucking
literally
exposed.
said the
No,
But
Bill
term
I'll let
cooking
it
him.
keep playing.
Bill said he signed the term sheet, and Brian Norman said he did too. So how could the terms not be met?
They're dishonest. They're just dishonest people, bro. Real shit. They're dishonest.
This is what I'm telling you then. So this is what I'm telling you, because I'm not the one that do sign.
Yeah, y'all hear what y'all want to hear, B1.
I'm an honest guy.
You ain't even.
Hey, bro, stop talking over the shit while it's playing, bro. Stop talking over the shit while it's playing, dog.
Committed yet?
You ain't here to commit.
You niggas acting just like Bill on this goddamn thing. Y'all trying to talk over the shit and fucking it up.
No, we committed. Sit on here because you're gonna sit on here and talk in a second, and I only got about 15 more seconds in my voice for it go all the way out. Nigga, we signed for anything that's with anything been with.
We'll see you in November.
And listen, and if you want to get this, no, listen. You signed the motherfucking term sheet, and I'm coming back on here.
Can y'all still hear? It's frozen for me.
Yeah, it's frozen for me too, dog.
Yeah, I couldn't hear nothing. Last
All
thing
you
I heard
need to
was
hear
term.
is GTD4L. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear a lot of people being a lot of dishonest. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I hear he keeps saying term shit.
Yeah, he asked him, did he sign the term sheet?
Nah,
Yeah,
my
I hear
shit
that.
And
fucked up, bro.
Y'all keep saying
I signed the
contract.
term sheet, but then he
Hold
said
on,
the
hold
terms
on.
is not all the way
Hey,
there.
y'all go ahead and cook.
No, no.
Y'all go ahead and cook. I'm gonna get it back, bro. I'm
Bro,
trying to
what
get it
he
back. My
All
shit
I'm
said,
is
saying
tripping,
is
bro.
y'all keep
he
saying
StreamYard is
the
said
getting
there
crazy.
contract.
ain't
He
nothing
keeps
to
saying
sign.
term sheet,
Well,
and
He
that
y'all
fight
putting
said
not.
there
words in
ain't
his
nothing
mouth.
to sign. You're being dishonest.
Well, that
No,
fight
he
not
said the
happening, bro.
term
Shit for
sheet.
y'all to
He
say.
That
said the
fight not.
term sheet. And he said, did you sign the term sheet?
No,
And
you
Senior
don't gotta
said
sign off
yes.
on it if
Frequent.
you
That fight
agree to
not
Yeah,
have
bro, we
happening,
it.
did
bro.
whatever.
Senior said yes.
That fight not happening,
Wow.
bro. Like, just get
Wow,
over
bro.
it.
Real shit, bro. Brian
And
Norman's
Y'all,
gonna
y'all,
get
show up
y'all want it
with
to
you
not happen.
when you
Y'all
see it.
want
Yeah,
it
over
to
they
it,
happen.
bro.
wanted
It's
to
not
not happen.
happening.
That's
That's
what
For
what
it
it
real.
is.
sounds like.
I was trying to
Y'all
figure that
know.
out too. Why would
This
he
is a
say
Put
whole
that?
it.
panel,
Man,
Hey,
full
fuck this
panel of
app.
boxing
I hate
experts, and
freaking
y'all know
apps.
this
y'all
shit now. How
swore
this how
y'all
negotiations
before
work,
this
bro.
play. Deem swore
Stop
Bill
that
said
shit.
No,
contract.
no, bro.
The
Bro,
nigga
no,
said
no, no,
term
no,
sheet. I
no.
don't know how
You
many
guys try to
times.
play fucking word salad all the
No,
time, bro.
no,
Bill was getting
no,
It's
cooked
not
and
word
being
Bro,
salad.
stop
dishonest
That's
with
what
no,
y'all
this,
speculating on
bro.
playing.
real
no.
Say what they
Stop
That's
negotiations,
what
it.
y'all
said. They
said.
didn't say
Stop it.
contract. They
The
said
whole
term sheet.
chat, look at the chat right now and tell me that who's right and who's wrong. Like real shit. You guys got to stop.
They said
It's
term
crazy. It's
agreement.
out of control. You are dishonest, bro. It's turning
Bill
sour.
clearly
Like
said
just
term
keep it at
agreement. He
least a
didn't say
little bit
contract,
real.
bro.
Keep it a little.
Nah, yeah, hey, it just don't fit y'all
Man, this
narrative.
motherfucking
That's
hat
all.
is trash.
It don't fit y'all narrative, man. That's all. Damn,
Shit,
why you
bro.
quiet? I thought you said you swore he said
Hold on, hold on,
contract.
hold on, hold
Give him
on,
a
hold
second.
on. Yeah,
Why
I was
you
quiet for a
quiet?
reason. Hold on.
Hey, one thing about it is,
Talk to him, Dean.
my name is Bill Haney. I don't know why you niggas say Bill. What the fuck is that? Bill. William. My name is Bill Haney. William Cosby. William Cosby. Ain't no fucking William Cosby, you fool. One thing about a country nigga, y'all gonna start busting them country ass.
Hey,
Hold on.
Dean, pause it right quick. I think I got it back, bro. If it start tripping again,
Okay.
yeah, if it start tripping again, I'll let you play yours, bro. Hold on, let me see. I think I got it, bro. Play what you were playing, bro.
Better be the
KO,
same
a
thing.
tip,
Better.
KO, a tip
Hold
for
on.
you. If
Shut
you
up.
download it,
Hold on, Bill. Bill, hold on now. You listen, you dealing with them down South Georgia boys, Bill. You dealing with them down South Georgia boys.
God.
Hey, William, can I ask you a question, William? William? Do you make phone call this morning? I ain't gonna say that. We cool. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. William, you made the phone call this morning, William. I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call.
what happened?
His shit messing up too.
Yo, KO, what I was saying, man, is this a tip for you. When you trying to play a video or something, you gotta download it to your computer and then it'll play smooth. When you're just clicking on the live and trying to stream it, it's not gonna work. It's gonna
I
do like
appreciate
that.
that, bro. I'm gonna try to do that. I
Man, I
appreciate
fucking
you. Can
hate
y'all
this.
hear me good?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Dean
can hear you.
shit went out because he was
Hey,
capping.
hey, did y'all hear that?
No, we didn't hear
Yeah,
Nah,
we
nothing
heard
you
Oh,
we
hold
said.
on.
heard it, bro.
No,
But
we ain't
I
hear
wanna
it.
keep it. I wanna keep it going. Hold on.
I ain't hear nothing. Play it again.
I'm about to play it again. Hold on.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I
because
got
your
it right
shit was
here.
choppy.
Listen, we come looking for you, nigga.
You know what, bro? It take everything give me. That's why I don't like making an interview because I can't do nothing so emotional. I just want to come up and
Come on.
punch him out. I just punch him up down the head with the truth because I know the truth. But I can't do it because I'm on the team. I'm part of the team. And it's all good. I'm gonna let you have it, Bill. I'm gonna punch you up down the head with the truth later, Bill.
I know one thing you can do is tell the truth that you niggas think that Devin is more dangerous than motherfucking Booth.
Absolutely.
This
I
shit
think
crazy.
it's a better fight. It's a better fight.
No, I don't hear that. Is he an easier fighter or better? I don't want to stop stuttering, nigga. He's fighting Putin. Yeah. Okay, so sign the motherfucking paper. Done. Our part is done. Our part, what he said, we agreed to everything he said. We're done. We're good. Verbal agreement. You can't already told you. Bill. Listen, Bill. I like you, brother.
There we go.
Hey. One thing about it is, my name, we in Cosby. We in Cosby. Ain't no fucking way you Cosby, you fool. Hey, one thing about a country, nigga, y'all gonna stop us some country ass jokes and get them to sell some. Hey, hold on, Bill. Hold on now. You listen, you dealing with. Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work? Did you make a phone call this morning? No, you ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about it. William, you made a phone call this morning, William. I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you. Bill.
You heard that?
Did y'all hear him say? Did y'all hear him say? I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning until I got on here with you. Did y'all hear that?
Y'all niggas is some liars.
No, we couldn't hear it. We couldn't hear it, KO.
God.
We couldn't hear it, KO.
Oh, now y'all
You
can't
hear
hear
it.
I couldn't hear it, KO. You gotta turn it up or something. I couldn't hear it, bro.
Joseph, what was you saying, Joseph?
I heard what KO said, but I couldn't hear what the video said, man.
I told you that nigga lied about making a phone call. You can't believe nothing. A nigga lie about something like that.
Hold on, but did y'all see the video? Isn't that the same video? Ain't that the same video? Hold on, ain't that the same video where Senior said that he knew about the fight offer on the table before Bill did?
Yeah,
Didn't he
we
say
not
that?
talking to you right now. He only
Then
played
why
the
you
video
ain't
for
talking
me
to
and
me,
Joseph.
bro? You can talk to me. I'm
I ain't
cool,
talking to
bro.
you. He
You can
played the
talk to
video
me,
for
bro.
me and Joseph.
What's your
We
question?
from the same
What's your
town. You
question?
can talk to me.
Joseph, what you say?
What?
You say he said he ain't called nobody. I told you that's what he said, fam. That nigga lie about making phone calls. I'm supposed to believe him about offers?
Okay, the phone call.
Maybe he
What
ain't
he
remember, bro. Maybe he
What
ain't
he supposed to
remember.
say?
You were so sure about that. You were so sure. I told you, you hard-headed, brother. You and your
Maybe he
brother
didn't
are
remember,
hard-headed.
bro.
No. That's because
You
Brian
got
Norman Senior
cooked and
talking
your
about
brother
it.
got cooked.
No, play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
You got
I ain't get
cooked
cooked
and
in
your brother
McGustin.
got cooked.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, bro. Play it again,
KO,
KO. We couldn't
KO
hear
heard
it,
it.
bro.
KO heard it. That's all that
We
matters.
couldn't
KO
hear
heard
it,
it.
bro. Y'all stopped it too early or something.
Everybody heard it, but the two Devin
Don't worry
fans.
about it. Hey, don't worry about it. You niggas ain't gonna wiggle out of this. Keep lying. Keep talking.
I ain't wigging around.
Play it all the way, KO. We couldn't hear it.
The two Haney fans couldn't hear it.
Bro, play
That's
it.
amazing.
Play it. Cause it's something he said. He gonna play it?
Yeah, no. Y'all keep digging your
Man,
grave.
he
Keep talking.
already played it.
Play
Y'all
it though.
heard
I'm
it, and
trying
y'all
to
trying to
listen. I'm
act like
trying to
y'all
hear.
didn't. Y'all being fake.
Play the clip.
Everybody else up here, all the other 5 people up here heard it, but Joseph and Frequent.
I heard what KO said. I just couldn't hear the
Play the
video,
clip.
bro.
Look,
They didn't
Brother
hear the
Huey said we
video.
all
They
heard
didn't
it.
hear the
Look,
video. They
everybody in the
just heard
comments
KO just
cooking
like
y'all.
us, bro. They just
Everybody in the
heard KO
comments
just
heard
like
it.
us, nigga.
So why
Play
everybody
the
in the
clip.
comments heard it?
I'm literally
Can we
listening
finish
to it,
playing the clip?
and I'm reading the
And then we can talk about everything.
captions.
Play the clip.
I'm hearing it and I'm reading it.
Play the clip.
Everybody be quiet. Y'all think I don't have devices. Don't worry. Everybody be quiet. Just listen up.
Yeah, play the clip.
Smoking that Jackson pack.
You ain't smoking on nothing. You smoke on that Reggie.
You ain't got to
You
worry
can
about it,
tell.
dog. You ain't got to worry about it.
Be quiet. Be quiet. I got y'all. Be quiet.
William, you made a phone call this morning, William.
I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you.
We cool. Like, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. William, you made a phone call this morning, William.
I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you.
That's cool. Like, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. William, you made the phone call this morning, William.
I swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you.
Cool.
Hey,
Like,
he gonna keep playing that part and play the whole game.
William, you made the phone call.
That was the
I swear to
conversation.
God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than
He keep
fucking
playing the
with you.
same
All
thing
right,
over and
Kate.
over
Now
again.
play.
Bro.
Now play. Play it. Let it play.
William, you made the phone call this morning,
I
William.
swear to God, I didn't make no phone call
One more time for you, nigga.
fucking with
One
you.
more
Are you gonna
time.
play the whole
You
thing?
ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. William, you made the phone call this morning,
I
William.
swear to God, I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you.
Bill. Cut it out, Bill. All right, you got it. I'm gonna let you
No,
have it.
you swear to God, Ken, I made a phone call this morning.
I'm not gonna do you like that. You stop talking now. I'm gonna tell the truth.
All right, now play. Yeah, I definitely heard that, bro. Now
That was the
play the part
conversation.
where the dude said he did make the phone call that morning.
What you
Shout
got?
out to you.
All right, I got a message this morning. You want me to talk for real?
I want you to swear first.
I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth about what I'm about to say. Then you want me to say what really happened or what? All right. So this morning, I get a call from my partner, right? Your partner.
Who's your
Somebody
partner?
you know.
Who's your partner?
Tay Jones. Tay Jones.
Okay. Uh-huh.
You called Tay this morning.
Uh-huh.
You called Tay this morning.
Yo, it's he's lying right there.
He ain't
I
denying that
thought he
he
said
played.
he ain't get a
I don't
call.
even know
I
why
thought
you
he said he ain't called nobody.
Dean,
Okay,
stop
so how is he
talking,
supposed to know
Dean.
who
Let
he
us hear
talking
what the
about?
hell is going on, Dean.
Hold on, Dean.
I'm
Hold
You
on.
sorry,
running your
He know
KO.
mouth.
who
I'm
he talking
sorry.
about.
should keep
See,
it
this is
going.
He said,
this is
yeah.
hold on,
Okay,
hold on. Everybody be quiet. Everybody
let's
be
keep
quiet.
it going.
This is what niggas do, bro. They try to
Like
pretend like they ain't already watched this shit. They try to pretend like they ain't already know everything that happened. They try to twist
Are you
all this
gonna
shit
play
up.
the video?
And now we gonna
Play it?
really hear
Go ahead, play
it
it,
live in
KO.
HD.
Let's
So
break it
everybody be
down. That's what I
quiet.
want to do. Let's break it down.
Sit back,
Y'all stalling.
sit back, sit back,
You
get your
stalling though.
popcorn ready. Sit back, get your
on it.
popcorn ready, and let's just listen to this shit. Ain't don't nobody say shit. Let it play.
Listen.
You said we messing up your brain. Listen, you said we messing up your brain.
Listen,
we're messing up. Call him. We messing up your brain. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Get him on the phone.
You said we messing up his brain. But Bill didn't want to fight. Bill did not want to fight. He was trying to get out of the fight. He done talked his steps into something he didn't want to do. He wanted us to come out, say Dad was a good fighter, and gone about our business. Hold on one second.
I put it on my motherfucking heartbeat. My mama's heartbeat.
Hey, Bill. All I'm saying, Bill.
Nigga just put shit on his dead mama heartbeat that don't even exist. But I'm gonna let him keep talking though.
We'll pray for him.
All right. I need you to wake up, dog. Wake up, dog. You hear me?
Wake your ass up, Tay.
I got Bill on the phone.
Who?
Bill.
Well, I don't even want to talk to Bill, man.
No. I need you to do this for me. Nah, he tried me to the worst degree. What happened this morning?
This morning we was on the phone, and he had texted me. He texted me about the contract. I didn't know nothing about the contract, and I said, "Well, Turkey's in the contract." He said, "Yeah." Then when we got on the phone, when I was going through the airport with my family, he said something about who?
Damn, they played that commercial perfect.
Said about Boots. I said, well, if you look at Boots for 140 pounders. And then I said, you need me to name them all? And I started naming them all. No, shut up, nigga, and let him talk, man. Go ahead. Cash force. Okay, well, he said. No, let him talk, man. Finish talking, man. He said, honestly, we weren't even.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, finish talking, nigga. Finish talking. We weren't even going to try to fight Brian Oman. I was going to try to see what's going on with Shakur Stevenson. We was going to offer him a deal.
Say we're going to try to fight Brian Oman. They're going to see what's going on with Shakur Stevenson and offer him a deal. And what did he want me to do?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He wants you to... Hold on, Bill. Wait, hold on. No, wait. Hold on. We're going to talk, nigga. Go back.
You want to let the man talk or you going to talk over? You don't want to hear the truth?
I'm going to tell the nigga go back and let's keep talking. So we can talk about it. Go back.
Hold on. Go ahead.
He said, you have him call me. He said, because y'all you damaging his brain. And then what you mean by damaging the brain was how you saying that, just talking, to talking shit. I said, well, that's for the father. Then, he said, well, Devin, I said, well, Devin started first. Devin said he was ass. He said, but I never said nothing about Devin. I mean, I said, never said nothing about Brian. I said, well, Devin did that. I said I ain't said the nigga was trash. Nigga, I said the nigga got a left hook from him. But start back and go to the other shit. I know, but you left out a lot of the other shit. Go back to the other part, Tay. Go to the part you said. Go back to the part I want for it, Tay. I guess you ain't telling me that part. Go ahead. And I was telling him about the Boots. He said, Boots a dangerous fight. I said, Boots ain't a dangerous fight. I said, he's not a dangerous fight. I said, Devin would be more dangerous. Devin fought everybody in his weight class. Boots fought people coming up 140 pounder, and I said, you need to name them off. And I started naming them off. Anything else there? I said, man, I can't go to no people and tell no people Boots is more motherfucking than Devin, more motherfucking dangerous. You ain't got to go to people and tell people nothing. What they got to do with it? Hey, man, what the fuck is you talking about? You niggas keep letting me talk like a man just like y'all.
I need y'all to remember that y'all kept telling me that Bill denied what Tay Jones said, that he didn't. Yeah, remember, just as y'all listen to this, I stopped it right where it's at. I'm gonna keep playing. I want Jonathan, Joseph, I want all you Devin Haney fans to remember that y'all told me Bill Haney denied what the fuck Tay Jones said. I want y'all to remember that and let that shit sink in your brains as you listen to this shit. Let me push play though. Let me shut up. I'm talking too much.
Memorize that. Just like y'all, I'm just saying what happened. Go ahead. And I told him, he said, wait, hold on. And he said, I can't say that. Hold on. I said, why should you care what people think about you anyway? And I told him, I said, but this Boots went on and did his thing. No, Boots don't matter. Boots don't matter no more. We talking about your son and my son. Boots don't matter. Hey, listen. Hey, nigga, I just told you. Stop calling me nigga and stop doing all that right there, because I'm trying to be sanctified and saved. Hey, Tay. You better cut all that other bullshit out before you cut all that out. Hey, Tay, did I try to dead the fight, Tay? Because I was respectful and tried to keep the fight going. Did I ever try to dead the fight, Tay? Tay? He said, did he ever try to dead the fight, Tay? Well, he told me this morning. He said that he wasn't even looking to fight Brian on me. He was looking to fight Shakur. I said that wait, hold on. He said that hold on. Let me finish. I said, listen, Bill. Wait, get Brian Norman on the phone. He was like, well, no. You got his number. I said, then you try to invite him in the camp. You got his number. No. I said that Boots. I said that Shakur. I said that Tank. I said that all of them are ahead of him on the motherfucking list, man. So you didn't want to fight her? I said, listen, want to fight with him, nigga? You got an offer, nigga. Fuck you mean? Hey, bro. Nigga. Hey, man, listen. You doing that? You doing that a little bit too much. Give a fuck, nigga. You got an offer, nigga. So you talking about me trying to dead a fight, nigga? I ain't never called none of you niggas trying to dead no fight, nigga. Listen, Bill. You can do all of that. Nigga, you can do all that. You can do all that nigga shit and all the rest of that shit you doing to anybody else. But we already know, Bill. You ain't fucking with me, Bill. I don't give a fuck about that pimp shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit they know in the street shit. I don't give a fuck.
All right, they just gonna start. They're gonna start hurling. They gonna start hurling insults at each other and shit. So I'm not done with that.
But you said he ain't
go
never
ahead and react to that.
Man, let him talk.
Y'all go ahead.
He said go ahead and react to it.
I'm gonna let y'all talk.
You said Bill didn't never say that he didn't try to dead the fight, but he clearly said that. He said he didn't call nobody trying to dead no fight. And the boy was stuttering, sounding like he was lying, bro.
I didn't try to hold on. He said I didn't try to dead the fight. He didn't deny a single thing that Tay Jones said.
Yep. Yep.
First of all,
That's
can I
the
say
point.
something?
what he
And
said.
what
But that's
Tay
not
Jones
denying what he said.
and what Tay Jones
This shit is
said is the
semantics.
definition of trying to dead the fight. That's the point, nigga.
No.
How
Stop playing
so,
with me.
KO? How?
Because he talking about Tank and Shakur and didn't even tell them, and they at 135. You want to know who don't know about Bill Haney plans? Tank and
No, he
Shakur.
said
He's the
they
goddamn
on the
judge.
list.
He's
He
the
said
judge,
they on the
nigga.
list, and we already know they on the list. We saw them on the list.
Hold on. Listen to me, bro. It's very simple. I don't think none of y'all stupid. I think some of y'all just up here trying to down the hill that you already dead on and you need to give it up. But listen to me, bro. Listen to me loud and clear. If Tay Jones was lying on Bill, bro, Bill talked, and see, this is what happened when you talk so good, bro, and you got that pimp shit going, and you always got to come back for everything. When you don't, it's very glaring and it's very telling, and niggas can tell when you full of shit and when you capping. Let me explain what I mean, bro. When Tay Jones said all the shit he said, Bill kept trying to go back to Jerron Boots Ennis. Listen to it. When Tay Jones said everything he said, Bill said, nigga, I wasn't trying to dead no motherfucking fight. But he never said that he didn't ask for Brian Norman's number to try to get him on the phone behind the scenes. He never said that, nigga, I didn't say that y'all was damaging my brand. He never said that, nigga, I didn't say that we was trying to fight Shakur and not Brian Norman Jr. He never denied one thing that nigga said. He just deflected and tried to say, I didn't dead the fight. I'm not trying to dead the fight. Y'all niggas got an offer right now. But remember this key point, and this is what really cooks you niggas. Remember this key point. This is a phone call that Bill Haney started off saying he never fucking made, nigga.
Yep.
Period.
Like when y'all get ready, because I'm about to give it up to the panel, bro. Hold on, stop talking, fam. Stop talking. Because I'm gonna give it up to the panel, and I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all do whatever y'all do. I want you to remember when you're taking up for this nigga and you using things that he's saying, and you're saying, well, he said this there. He said this there. Always start with the point that this is all a conversation that he had with a phone call that the nigga claimed he never even tried to fucking make.
Facts, bro.
But y'all go ahead and talk though.
Thank you. And right. Just the other biggest point I want, bro, without getting cut off. Thank you, Joseph. Without getting cut off. Because you already got cooked. You said that he ain't never said. Can I talk? You said he ain't never say that he wasn't on. He ain't make no phone. You keep every time I speak, you keep speaking. That's what happens when niggas get cooked. Same shit Bill did, nigga.
Ain't nobody getting cooked.
Yeah. No.
Are you done?
You got cooked.
Go say your cap.
Why every time I start speaking, you gotta speak, bro? Shit. Are you done?
Because you directed it towards me. If you directed it towards me, I'm gonna say something. Facts.
And he put his mama on the shit, like Juice said. Boy, y'all support a cokehead, non-integrity, lying ass nigga, bro. That's wild.
You gonna call him a cokehead?
Where's all that? Where's all that? Bringing people up from different weight classes, shit.
Crazy.
Where all that at? Frequent and Joseph. Y'all was so critical of Lamont Roach, but y'all perfectly fine with that nigga lying, talking about he was going to bring Shakur up.
I put it on my mama. That nigga said I put it on my mama heartbeat. I ain't
call nobody. Niggas a fucking lie.
He said this morning. Don't leave no words out, bro. He said this morning.
And then he admitted that he called him this morning, my nigga. Like,
not this morning, bro.
Oh, no, y'all.
He said he ain't called nobody this morning. So he probably called them last night, and then he called, and then he got the text him this morning.
I need y'all to understand this, bro. I need y'all, like, put yourself in his shoes, bro. Like, he know he made the call, right? So he know when he doing that shit, he know he lying. To know you lying and put it on your dead mama anyway, bro, that's got to be some of the most diabolical shit I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Because she already dead.
Bro, he said he didn't call him that morning, bro. He probably didn't call him that morning. He probably called him the night before, bro.
He did call him that morning. He said he did.
No, he didn't. He never said that. No,
you lying. Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Sr. asked him. He says, so you called Tay this morning, right? Bill said, yeah.
No.
Yes, he did say that, nigga.
And he said, I ain't make no phone calls.
He didn't say that, Dean. He didn't say that, Dean. Play it again, KO. Play it again, KO.
Play it again,
Play it, KO.
All right, talking about Tay Jones. He said, when he said Tay Jones' name, he said, yeah. But when
he said you called Tay Jones this morning, right? He said, yeah.
He ain't say he talked to him that morning, bro.
Y'all niggas, bro. Y'all see what they do? Hey, comments. Hey, people watching this channel, y'all see what they do?
He brought the mom into it. Like
Play
Hold
it,
on.
play
You
it,
know what,
KO,
bro?
play it.
I hate to bust y'all out like this again. Say what he didn't say again. I'm gonna play it again. Y'all sure y'all want to down this hill again?
He
What
didn't
didn't
say
he
he
say?
called him this morning. Go ahead,
He
bro.
didn't.
Play it. If he say he called him that morning,
Man,
I'm gonna
KO,
jump
man,
off
you
the
wasting
panel,
your
bro.
time
Man,
with these
y'all are some
niggas, dog.
strange dudes, man. Y'all don't stand 10 toes down. That's some coward shit right there, for real.
So frequent. When I play this and you dead wrong, then what?
Kick his ass off.
Yo, Bill,
All he
okay,
said
let's get it
was, all
straight.
he
Let's
said
get it
was
straight that
that
what I'm
Shakur and
saying. I'm
Tank was
saying
above
Bill
him
did
on the
not
list.
say
That's
he
all he
did
said.
not say he called him this. He did not admit to calling him that morning.
All right, so that's what we got on the table. What
He
we
didn't
got on
say
the
I
table
called him
from
this
what we
morning.
First he
got on
went
the
from
table,
calling
what we
him.
got on the
First he
table
went
from
from calling
frequent.
him. Now it's
What we
calling him
got on
that
the
morning.
table from frequent is
Keep
that
moving the
Bill didn't
goalposts.
admit to calling Tay Jones that morning, correct?
Keep moving the goalposts.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right,
Go
frequent?
Them
ahead.
niggas is
Yeah.
flawed.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
You gonna
Fraser
ask
like
me?
fucking, I'm dead already. I might as well
Joseph, go
take
ahead
it,
and
man.
go ahead and say what you saying, Joseph.
All he said was that Shakur and Tank was above him on the list, and he said that he ain't dead no fight. And he said when Tay Jones, when he said Tay Jones' name, the nigga said yeah. But when he didn't say your name, it's like, oh, you made a motherfucking call this morning. He said, I ain't make no call.
I thought I heard Brian Norman Sr. ask him, so you didn't call Tay Jones this morning?
And then he
And
said yes.
he
He said
said,
yes.
yeah.
He said yes.
Yeah, end the
Let him keep
conversation then.
piling.
He said yes, thank
Let
you.
him keep
Yes.
piling on to
After
the
the nigga
right.
But
said his
before
Control
name.
that,
yourself,
he
After
nigga.
the
said he
nigga said
didn't
his
make no
name.
phone call,
After the
correct?
nigga said his name. When he just said, oh, you made a call this morning, he said, I ain't made no motherfucking call. So what y'all
So he was
saying?
He knew
lying.
who the fuck he was
How is
talking
that
about.
He
lying
knew
when
what
he
he was
don't know who
talking
he
about.
talking about?
Oh my
Oh, he
God,
just
yo,
following
I'm
random
done.
people. Let
I'm
me
done.
talk.
Yo,
Y'all
play
niggas
it,
is
KO.
Yes,
Play
when he
it,
sad.
talking
bro.
about
Y'all
Play
is
it.
All right,
when he
sad.
said
everybody be
when he said the
quiet,
nigga
bro.
name,
Y'all boys is
when he said
cooked out here,
when
man.
no,
This is
when he said
tough.
the nigga name, he
Bill
said
must have
yeah.
been high out his mind not to know
I
he
wish
made a
I could
phone
say I
call.
know how y'all feel, but shit like this don't happen to me. But
Yeah,
but yeah,
Bill is crazy.
but y'all go ahead. Let me play this shit. Let me find it. Hold on.
Fuck you mean? Hey, bro. Hey, man. No. Brian on music with a fight, Shakur. Oh, man. Boost on, man. Dangerous fight. No, wait. Hold on. We gonna talk, nigga. Go back. He said, something about boots. Talk for real? I want you to swear first. I didn't make no phone call this morning other than fucking with you. Bill, cut it out, Bill. All right, you got it.
So I'm about to have to go, but I'm gonna do this real quick. So Bill Haney said I didn't make any other phone call other than calling you, but then
This
admitted to
morning.
calling Tay
Don't leave
Jones. Y'all
this morning
already
out,
cooked on
bro.
that, but I'll
This
play it.
morning.
Yo,
This
you
morning.
swear to God, then I made a phone call this morning. I'm not gonna do you like that. You stop talking now. I'm gonna tell the truth. Stop talking now. Don't go to talking all that. Now I'm gonna tell the truth. Stop it now. What swear? Swear what? What I just asked you, nigga. All right, I got a message this morning. You want me to talk for real? I want you to swear first. I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth about what I'm about to say. Then you want me to say what really happened or what? All right. So this morning, I get a call from my partner, right? Your partner. Who is your partner? Who is your partner? Tay Jones. Tay Jones. Okay. You called Tay this morning. You called Tay.
You called Tay this morning. You called Tay this morning.
He didn't say he didn't call him.
You were saying he said, oh my God. Oh
He
my
didn't say he
fucking
didn't
God.
call him.
Hey,
No,
salute to
that was me.
everybody
That
in
was
the
me,
chat.
bro.
Holla at you, KO.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Haney fans, y'all go walk this shit back. Go somewhere that's gonna make you feel better about yourself. Cause this shit was a landslide. It was a massacre. I'll catch y'all on the next one. We gotta run. Y'all take it easy. We gone. Peace.